And a very good evening to you all. Thank you for joining us. We are at Harlandale Memorial Stadium. I'm Bobby Mendez alongside Haley Wilson. Coach Robert Villafranca is handling the technical director spot. Cesar Mendez on the camera. Joey Mejia on the numbers. We welcome you to this District 12-5A week opener here for the McCollum Cowboys. They come into this ball game with a record of 2-1, as the Johnson Jaguars come into this ball game 3-0. The Jaguars can put some points on the board. They've scored 60 points on average in the last 3 games, and they've only allowed on average 7 points per game. Haley, the McCollum Cowboys certainly have their work cut out for them. They are coming into a season where they've done their best start since the season of 2015-2016 when Jordan Ortega led the McCollum Cowboys. That was a long time ago. Before that, or since then, they've gone 5-6 one year. The following year, 2-8, 0-10, 1-8, 0-10, 0-7. So it's been a tough time for the McCollum Cowboys, and now they have an opportunity here to go up against a team, the Johnson Jaguars, but it's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, and I mean, we talked about it a couple of weeks ago, Bobby, but could be the birth of a new Cowboys team, right? They started off pretty strong, coming up with 2 wins right off the bat, but a couple of players to watch tonight offensively that have been leading the Cowboys. We have quarterback Sean Tejeda. He's, been pretty excellent this season, has a 62.5 completion rate, has already thrown for 11 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions, and then kind of in the air and on the ground, we have running back Isaiah Leffler. He's a senior leading the team, 2 touchdowns. He's ran for 196 yards, averaging about 6.3 yards a carry. And then in the air, we got receiver Gavin Hawley, another senior, right, who's 5 touchdowns in the season, averaging 20 yards per catch. So got some offensive firepower. It's going to be interesting to see what the Cowboys can do. Like you had said, they have their work cut out for them. But with the strong start to the season, I believe that anything can happen. And, they just need to keep that confidence up that we saw early in the first couple of games of the season.
Certainly they had some momentum going into last week's ball game. They played against a very tough Somerset Bulldog team. They respectfully gave them a good shot as well, so they certainly had an opportunity in that ball game to do some things. But you brought up Gavin Hawley. He was our RC Audio Sports player of the game the last time we covered the McCollum Cowboys. The McCollum Cowboys certainly have been impressive. We are very excited to see them back in action. We will have more of that for you here at the Martinez & Associates Personal Injury Attorneys pregame show. Thank you for joining us. Coach, are you able to connect us?
Life has prepared me for this. The reason I'm a trial attorney is because I truly believe that's what I was meant to do. We do what we do because we've been given the God-given ability to do it. We have the ability to stand in front of a jury and help people out. I have my reasons, upbringing, things that have happened in life, things that have either turned you into a fighter or make you hate unjust causes. Those are the reasons that I'm a trial attorney.
The perfect match. It's what so many of us are looking for. When it comes to getting a mortgage, how can you find the one that's perfect for you? Start with your local independent mortgage broker. Because the only way to get a mortgage that's cheaper, faster, and easier is to talk to us first. Find your perfect mortgage match. Call us today.
Hello, football fans, and welcome to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. I'm Gerardo Soto, Superintendent of Schools. It feels so great to be back. There's nothing like hearing the roar of a crowd on a good play, the band playing your alma mater, and the cheers encouraging your team. One thing I love about the community is that our pride runs deep. Over the years, there have been many students, many traditions, many great memories, and many victories on this field. This is the Harlandale legacy. Please remember to follow all our guidelines and always be respectful of each other and our guests. Enjoy the game, and thank you for being part of what makes Harlandale ISD the best school district in the state of Texas.
The On-Par Golf Academy at Mission Del Lago was designed and developed to offer not only the highest quality golf instruction in San Antonio, but so much more. With its experienced staff and its TrackMan indoor and outdoor training facility, On-Par Golf has the capability to meet all your golf improvement needs. From its junior golf programming to its entertainment and hosting services, OPG has got you covered. So if you're ready to take your golf game to the next level, come see us at On-Par Golf.
And we welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. It is week 1 of district play here in District 12-5A between the McCollum Cowboys and the Buda Johnson Jaguars. The McCollum Cowboys are coming off a tough loss last week to the Somerset Bulldogs, 28-17. Although they did start with the win on their first 2 games, they finished district on a disappointing note with the loss. Haley, tell us a little bit about that ball game, how the McCollum offense looked.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the Cowboys versus Somerset. There wasn't too big of a difference between the two teams. The Cowboys' total yards for the game was just above 300, 12 first downs. Pretty much, rushed the ball quite a bit during the game. But did a good job of passing as well. Passed for 264 yards, which was more than Somerset, right? So there wasn't that big of a difference between McCollum and Somerset. But like you said, Bobby, they have their work cut out for them tonight. I personally think they should carry a little bit of momentum from the last game because, again, they didn't look like statistically there was that big of a difference between the two teams.
And you look at the McCollum Cowboys, and the first time last time you were here, we were able to see them. We did see a Cowboy team that was more disciplined, able to create plays, able to sustain drives, and of course put up some big points. All those things are things we were not used to seeing previously for the McCollum Cowboys.
Yeah, and I think where the Cowboys came up a little bit short the last time I was here with you, Bobby, was that they started a little bit frazzled, a little bit frantic. There was errors by both teams right in the first quarter, and then once they started to really gain that momentum, the Cowboys looked really good. So it'll be interesting to see if they've maybe shaken off some of those beginning of season nerves, or if they can come out and post up a really solid first quarter.
Well, they're definitely going to need that. They're definitely going to need to keep their focus as the Buda Johnson Jaguars are a very potent team. Offensively, they can score at any point. So we're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll get ready to wrap up the Martinez and Associates Personal Injury Attorneys pregame show, and we'll get ready for kickoff here from Harlandale Memorial Stadium.
It's Warren, and a Brennan team many feel is the best in the city.
7 o'clock Saturday night right here on KCWX TV.
This week's game and instant replays brought to you by Thomas J. Henry.
Martinez and Associates has over 50 years of experience representing the victims of tragic accidents. We fought some of the largest insurance companies in the nation and won. It matters who represents you. Call Martinez and Associates at 210-337-1111.
Playing with rockets is great when you're a kid. But when it's time to get a mortgage, you quickly realize that a rocket is complicated and expensive. It's best to work with an independent mortgage broker instead. They're dedicated to getting you a home loan faster and more affordably. And they're more than just mortgage experts. They live right in your own neighborhood, so you don't have to go it alone. For mortgages that are faster, easier, and more affordable, find a local independent mortgage broker near you.
We welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium, where we have just wrapped up the Martinez and Associates Personal Injury Attorneys pregame show. It's just about time for kickoff here. And I know, Haley, we went over just a few seconds ago what the McCollum Cowboys are going to need to do in order to come out successful. But, you know, this is the first game of district. They started out 2-1, good start, but this is where it matters. This is why you play those non-district games.
Yeah, and I think, you know, kind of like we talked about, you know, Bobby, they have been able to kind of gain some of that confidence in the first couple of games. They've been able to probably learn from some of the shortcomings in the last game and last week's loss. So now's where it all really counts. Now's where, you know, hopefully the Cowboys, you know, start to regain a little bit of that momentum and, you know, keep up what we were talking about a couple of weeks ago to be the birth of a new McCollum Cowboys team, and, you know, hopefully turn the page in what has been, you know, not the most exciting last couple of years.
Yeah, you talk about the struggles and the challenges. This is a heavy senior team, so a lot of credit to the McCollum Cowboys as the team is full of seniors, full of experience, and they are on the field right now for the coin toss. I believe we have the shot of the coin toss. There on the field is Alejandro Sandoval, Abraham Garcia, number 26, number 62, Jack Tovar, and number 76, Leonard Ramos. As we can see the officials there talking to the McCollum Cowboys captains, and I'll give you those officials here in just a quick second. The referee is Gabriel Montiel. The line judge is Matthew Carpenter. The field judge is Michael Gaines. Back judge is Chris Thompson. The side judge, Steve Stone. Head line judge is Jody DeVolk. The umpire is Travis Riggs.
So to begin the game, McCollum will receive, while the Jaguars will kick off and defend the South Bowl.
Buda Johnson wins the toss. They elected to defer, so they will kick off to start the ball game. So that means the offense for the McCollum Cowboys will come up soon. And
headline judge Jody DeVolk.
Let's take a look here.
Is Travis Riggs. Up here in the Max Conch Jr. Memorial Press Box, the head timer is Carlos Sanchez. The play clock timer is Charlie McPherson. Back deep to receive the opening kickoff for your Cowboys, number 20, Matt Hernandez. Number 80,
all right,
Gavin
McCollum is set.
Ollie.
They're back to receive.
Set to kick off.
Set to receive here.
Jags, number 23,
the Indian or the
Patrick.
Cowboys, excuse me, are ready to go.
Are we ready?
Ready to kick off is number 23, Patrick Helen. He's a junior for the Buda Johnson Jaguars. The Cowboys are back at their own 10-yard line, ready to receive the football. And it is time to go. The sun is setting. We are ready. And it's football in mid-September. Good crowd here for the McCollum Cowboys. And there's a penalty to start the game. Well, guess the players just ignored that one.
Penalty marker.
So penalty marker on the field. So we'll see if that is an indicative of what our night will look like today. Not good to start off with a penalty.
I'm not sure if that was on the Jaguars or the Cowboys. Okay, against the Jaguars.
Delay of game.
It's a delay of game, so they took their time a little too much for the Jaguars. So they're going to back it up 5 yards. And that's a benefit for the McCollum Cowboys.
After the penalty, the Jaguars will start the game by kicking off at their own 35-yard line.
So now, here we go.
Here we go.
Patrick Helen ready to kick off. And let's do it. Puts his foot into the football. Nice high kick inside the 10, down to the 6. Here it comes across the 25. Good run back all the way to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys, will get the football at their own 30-yard line.
Takes it to right around the 30-yard line. Quincy Irvin, the special teams tackle.
So the Cowboys are on the football field. The defense for the Johnson Jaguars. We'll go over that in here in just a moment. We'll get the starters for offense in just a moment for the Cowboys. Sean Tehela, he's out of the shotgun. First play of the game. Big pass. Incomplete, intended for their big target, Gavin Hawley.
Good throw there by Tejeda. Just looked like it was a tiny bit out of Tejeda's reach. But that might have got taken all the way to the house if he could have brought that one down.
The Cowboy offensive line is on your screen. Sean Tehela is your quarterback. The men in the backfield back there, that's tailback and fullback number 25, Isaiah Leffler, and Matt Castillo, number 34. Ashton Valenzuela is a tight end. Ruben Pacheco, number 10, 88, Gavin Hawley. The offensive line, number 50, David Canales. As Tehela has plenty of time, gets rid of the football, it passes incomplete. The rest of the offensive line, number 74, Thomas Suarez, 76, Leonard Ramos, James Benavidez, and Juan Uresti. Haley, if you want to get that Buda Johnson defense for us.
Yeah, absolutely. We have Carter Pinchon, Ezra Machuca, Case Jordan, Gage Patrick. We got Ashton Durst, Wyatt Melton, Dax Castro. We got Caden Windsor, Michael Runkle, Benny Zapata, and Josh Gentry.
Big third down here for the McCollum Cowboys. Third down and 10 at the Cowboy 30-yard line. Cowboys will remain out of the shotgun. They roll to the left side. Now Sean Tehela tries to run upfield. He goes nowhere. He's brought down. Good defensive effort there by the front defensive line for the Buda Johnson Jaguars. That's going to force a fourth down and bring the punting team for the McCollum Cowboys.
Yeah, and just, seems like a little slow of a start for the Cowboys, but we'll see if the defense can kind of come up big, get some stops here, and hopefully swing the momentum back their way.
Aiden Rodriguez back to receive the punt at the Johnson 40-yard line. It's a high punt, fair caught at the 47-yard line. The defense for McCollum will come out.
Buda Johnson will start first and 10.
The defense there on your screen for the Cowboys. Let's get that for you. 64, Rosario Arriaga. 78, John Salias. Left tackle, number 66, Jaden Orozco. Left end, Damian Martinez. Number 56, number 42, Matt Cerda. And Matt Castillo, linebacker. We'll get the rest of them here in just a moment. That pass was incomplete. After Matt Castillo, I should say, is Karam Rocha, Gary Escobar, number 5. Number 20 is Matt Hernandez, number 10, Ruben Pacheco, and number 9, Nate Alvarado. We'll get the offense for Johnson Jaguar here in just a second. Jaguars keep it on the ground. It's a quarterback keeper up across the 30. Flags on the play. Nice run there by the quarterback. That is Jesse Medina.
And something we didn't talk about in the pregame, Bobby, but Jesse, QB for the Jaguars is a threat both in the air and on the ground. He's ran for 176 yards just by himself, averaging 8 yards per carry, from the QB position. So he can run it, and then obviously he can throw it as well. He's thrown for 676 yards just this season, and thrown for 10 touchdowns as well.
Well, they tack on some additional yardage there on that run by Medina. So now the ball spotted inside McCollum Cowboy territory. At the Cowboy 15, Medina hands the ball off. The play goes left. Does he lose the football?
I think he got tripped up.
Big play though by the defensive part for the Cowboys. That's a loss. That puts them back behind the 26-yard line.
There defensively for the Cowboys. Loss of 10 on the play. 2nd and 20.
That'll put us at 2nd and 20.
At the McCollum 25.
Medina will have trips to the right side. One receiver left here in this second down. Man in motion. The pass goes out. Pass is caught by Noah Vasquez, but he's contained pretty well. It only gets to about the 21. Another big stop here for the McCollum Cowboys.
Matthew Sededa.
Again, this offense is averaging 60 points per game. They put 60 points up against Austin, 69 points up against Austin Crockett, 56 points against Lockhart, 55 points against Bastrop.
Yeah, so the Cowboys defense is going to be in for a challenge here tonight.
Medina has pressure. Medina goes down. Good defensive stop there by the McCollum Cowboys. That was a group effort there by the Cowboys to make that defensive sack.
And great sack by number 56, Damian Martinez, senior on the team, coming up big there for the Cowboys defense.
Big 4th down here. This is a big play here. They're going for a field goal. This is going to be, we're at the 49-yard field goal attempt. We usually don't see high school kickers attempt these type of kicks, but here we go. I believe that is Patrick Helen. The kick is up. It's got some length and a little far to the left. So the McCollum Cowboys withstand the first punch of the Buda Johnson Jaguars, and it is a turnover on downs. The Cowboys will have the football once again.
Excellent start there by the Cowboys defense. Looked like they were, getting kind of back down a little bit there, but backs up against the wall. Fantastic job, great start to the game here by the McCollum Cowboys defense.
Very impressive start for the McCollum Cowboy defense. 8:40 to go here in this first quarter. We've seen a McCollum Cowboy possession. We've seen one Buda Johnson possession. This will be the second time the Cowboys have the football. All right, Cowboys from their own 32. Sean Tejeda sends Leffler in motion. Tejeda backs up 1 step. Pass incomplete. He was looking for his receiver, Ruben Pacheco. Pass is incomplete. But I can see that the McCollum Cowboys have a lot of faith in Sean Tejeda. They're giving him those opportunities.
Yeah, and I mean, if you look at the Cowboys statistics overall, they're more comfortable with the ball in the air, right? So I'm not surprised that we're seeing some of these longer throws early in this game, and it'll be interesting to see if Tejeda can get some of those big plays going early in the game for the Cowboys.
If those passes are caught, those are big plays.
Massive.
Man in motion. Whistle will blow. The Cowboys would like to talk here in this first quarter with 8 minutes, 35 seconds to go. It's in the first quarter. You're watching high school football. We'll be right back.
It's Warren, and a Brennan team many feel is the best in the city.
7 o'clock Saturday night right here on KCWX TV.
This week's game and instant replays brought to you by Thomas J. Henry.
The life has prepared me for this. The reason I'm a trial attorney is because I truly believe that's what I was meant to do. We do what we do because we've been given the God-given ability to do it. We have the ability to stand in front of a jury and help people out. I have my reasons, upbringing, things.
And we welcome you back to action here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium. The McCollum Cowboys have the football on their second possession of the game here. 8:35 to go here in this first quarter. The Cowboys put it on the ground, and they're running downhill across the 35 down to the 36-yard line. I believe that was either their first or second run of the game. They've primarily kept the ball in the air, but some good yardage there, Haley, on that third down or second down run.
Yeah, and it looks like again, just trying to chip away. The big plays are exciting, but it just takes a couple of little plays, right? 3, 4, 5 yards here and there for the Cowboys to start to build that momentum, and so now we're going to see the offense be tested here. 3rd and 6.
Big third down here for the Cowboys. Also big third down for the defense. Cowboys go with the pass play. That pass goes incomplete. They're looking for Gary Escobar, and that ball bounced right off his shoulder pad, so it's going to bring up another 4th down.
I think there might have been a penalty on the play, Bobby.
Oh, that's going to be an offsides against the Jaguars. That's a 5-yard penalty. They are going to be faced with a 4th and 1. So this will be an interesting call for Coach Carl Klein here. Certainly not in great field position to make that decision to go for it, but it is 1 yard. And he's confident. He's going for, check that, it's third down and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Leffler gets hit backwards, but there are flags on the play. Another flag. I believe that's our 3rd penalty of this ball game. This one's going to go against the McCollum Cowboys. It's going to push the Cowboys back 10 yards. So that will be another third down here with 7:38 to play in the first quarter. Our score still 0-0.
At the 31, so 3rd and 10 for your Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys, again, another big third down. We'll see what they do here. They send a man in motion. Shotgun to Heather, rolls out, firing deep down the field, looking for Pacheco, but nothing doing there. Incomplete pass. Now it will be a 4th down for the McCollum Cowboys.
And so far, this has kind of been a defensive game. There hasn't been too much offensive, too much momentum for the Cowboys or for the Jaguars. So at this point, it's like a defensive brawl up until this point of the game.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Punting unit out on the field. Jaguars back at their own 43. Across the 50. Left side. Sideline. Down inside the 30. Nice little run back by Aiden Rodriguez. Another flag on the play, though. So we're looking like it's going to be a holding call. Looks like it's going to be a holding call against the Jaguars.
Holding the call.
So where it would have been near the 30-yard line for the for the Johnson Jaguars is now going to be back into Jaguar territory. All right, here we go. The Jaguars will have the football. Another flag on the play. Plenty of flags here so far.
False start. Call on Johnson. First and 15 at the 39.
So after that penalty, another flag against the Jaguars. There's a run from the right side. Handed off to Aiden Rodriguez as they pick up a few yards up to about the 48-yard line. Second down and 6 for the Jaguars. Rolling to the right side. Medina looking along at the 50, so they'll pick up another couple of yards. Bring up third down and about 4. The defense for the Cowboys had a big stop on the last series. Let's see if they can come up big again here for the Cowboys on this third down.
And we're at 3rd and 4 with 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first.
Trips to the left side here for Medina. He sends a man in motion. And again, another flag on the play. And that's going to go against the Jaguars. Their 5th penalty of this ball game. Again, we're 6 minutes and 10 seconds away from the end of the first quarter. So we've played roughly 6 minutes already.
39.
And they're averaging just about a penalty per minute.
I'd be willing to bet Coach Hoffman's not too pleased about about that.
They run a close trip to the left side. It's going to be a screen play. The pass is caught behind the line of scrimmage. And that goes nowhere. So the McCollum defense once again withstands this potent Buda Johnson offensive unit.
Gary
Escobar set back to receive the punt.
Patrick Helen on the punt.
Patrick Helen punting for the Jaguars. There's the kick. It's a nice, high, deep kick. Escobar will field it at the 11. Escobar will get some room down to the sideline and go out of bounds. But before that, he'll get to the 24-yard line. And we'll get to see Shantaheva and the Cowboys once again for their 3rd possession in this first quarter. Well, wait, is there another flag?
I think there might be.
So there is another flag here. So they're headed over to Coach Klon here. So now a decision here. Ooh, that's a 15-yarder. So they're going to be, a Buda Johnson Jaguar player will be ejected. So they're going to add 15 yards to the end of Gary Escobar's run. So the McCollum Cowboys will be sitting in pretty decent field position.
The call, an unsportsmanlike penalty on Johnson.
So the Johnson Jaguars, the Buda Johnson Jaguars, have only punted twice in the past 3 games. So the McCollum Cowboys certainly doing a good job defensively of containing them and frustrating the Jaguars. Gavin Hawley will make his first catch of the game for a positive gain up to the 45-yard line.
And I mean, this is exactly what the Cowboys need to do, right? You know, kind of get in the minds of the Johnson Jaguars, make some great stops on defense like we've seen so far, capitalize on the crazy amount of penalties that are happening, and like we talked about earlier, Bobby, just put together short bursts of solid yardage.
I mean, you guys, we're here. Thankfully now we've got video. You guys are witnessing the McCollum Cowboys doing a really good job. You can see how prepared they are defensively, making some big stops. Here's Sean Tejeda. Fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, fakes the option, gets the first down and some, and now they're deeper into Johnson territory.
Tejeda just put some Jaguars on some skates out there.
11-yard run. A fantastic run by Sean Tejeda. Timeout is taken with 5:03 to go in the first quarter. Still no score. Keep it right here. You're watching high school football presented by Martinez and Associates.
The On Par Golf Academy at Mission Del Lago was designed and developed to offer not only the highest quality golf instruction in San Antonio, but so much more. With its experienced staff and its TrackMan indoor and outdoor training facility, On Par Golf has the capability to meet all your golf improvement needs. From its junior golf programming to its entertainment and hosting services, OPG has got you covered. So if you're ready to take your golf game to the next level, come see us at On Par Golf.
And we welcome you back to action here. We are in the first quarter. The McCollum Cowboys with the football. 5:03 to go in the first quarter. Still no score, but Cowboys looking to make a change on that right now. Wait a second. We've got like the 9th penalty of this game coming up right here. False start against the Cowboys. This time it's McCollum with 1 step forward and 2 steps back. No, I'm not doing my Paula Abdul impression, but
Not you're going to break out into the dance.
Not yet.
We'll save that for the next half.
Yeah, there you go. So the Cowboys push back to the Johnson 49-yard line. 1st and 15 for the Cowboys. Another one? All right. There's a chess match going on here. And give us a few minutes or a few seconds. We'll be right back. You're watching high school football presented by Martinez and Associates.
Life has prepared me for this. The reason I'm a trial attorney is because I truly believe that's what I was meant to do. We do what we do because we've been given the God-given ability to do it. We have the ability to stand in front of a jury and help people out. I have my reasons, upbringing, things that have happened in life, things that have either turned you into a fighter or make you hate unjust causes. Those are the reasons that I am a trial attorney.
And we welcome you back to action here. The McCollum Cowboys still with the football. 5:03 to go in this first quarter. Still no score. There was a timeout by Buda Johnson. They wanted to talk it over again. They've called 2 timeouts already on this possession. Play action. Tejeda, middle of the field, almost intercepted. He was looking for Ruben Pacheco, but that ball was on a line.
Yeah, good throw there, but just almost picked off, like you had said. I think that's number 2. I can't tell.
This one's number 3 up here.
Number 3 up there.
That's Michael Runkle.
Okay, yep.
But a good throw, just needed to be a little bit higher, I believe. But the pass was incomplete. Big second down coming up here for the McCollum Cowboys.
I mean, all the throws by Tejeda have almost been there. He hasn't really missed by much. We're just waiting for a good connection between him and one of his receivers.
There's the option, and that doesn't work too well. Knocked out of bounds. was
like
Jonathan Longoria, but
I think it's a holding on the Cowboys.
another penalty. I believe these penalties have been a little contagious here. It was Buda Johnson suffering from the penalty bug, and now it's the Cowboys picking up the penalty bug.
Holding the call.
Back to where the Cowboys are started, just at the inside. Oh, they're going to put it down at the 44-yard line. 2nd and 17 is going to be the spot. Whoa, maybe longer. 10, 22? 2nd and 22. They got to get to the 44-yard line in Buda Johnson territory. They've got 2 downs to do it.
2nd and 25 for McCollum.
Well, they'll call it 25. We'll go with that. Tejeda out of the shotgun. Looks like he's rolling left. Sets up. Fires. Pass caught to Gavin Howley. Howley will get the close to the near the first. Well, no, check that. That's going to get up to the 48-yard line. Still makes it a more manageable 3rd down than it was when it was 2nd down and 25.
Yeah, now we're 3rd and 14. So again, not the most ideal, but able to cut almost half-ish of that away, and would be excellent if the offense could come up with a big 1st down here.
4:40 to go. Tejeda fakes the roll left in the pocket. Now he's forced to go out of the pocket. Pass is incomplete. Looking for Ruben Pacheco, but he was in the pocket looking for his receiver. Good coverage by the Johnson Jaguars.
Yeah, I don't. The receivers have been locked down pretty good by the Jaguars. I'm kind of watching as they're running their routes, and Tejeda doesn't really have much to pick from. At least not so far.
One thing is for certain, we do have a penalty problem. Second thing I would say is both these teams look prepared.
Very prepared. Very prepared.
Nice punt, fair catch inside the 21.
Kareem Rocha Luna's punt.
4 minutes, 28 seconds to go in the first quarter. Still no score. It's been a very back and forth game as far as defense goes.
Johnson starts this drive.
So far, it hasn't been any really big plays that have developed, but you can certainly tell one is brewing for either side.
Something's brewing, but so far it's been a lot of penalties and a lot of defense.
Medina will hand the ball up the middle to his running back.
Noah Vasquez, the ball carrier.
So Vasquez will get to the 24-yard line, the 23, we'll say.
John Salice, the tackle for your Cowboys.
Noah Vasquez, a senior.
The 23.
The quick no huddle. We're approaching the 4-minute mark in the first quarter. Send a man in motion. And another flag. False start against the offense, so that's going to push the Jaguars back another 5 yards. Their
false start, the penalty on Johnson.
6th penalty of the game.
I don't know if the
in
folks,
the first quarter.
I don't know if the folks at home can see, but Coach Hoffman is not pleased on the sidelines. We've seen a lot of emotion from him, as to be expected after the penalties that you're talking about, Bobby.
Medina will take the carry. He'll get up to the 25-yard line. But you're absolutely right. No coach would be happy about that. Again, they're trying to go with that hurry-up offense. They're respotting the ball just outside the 25-yard line. There's 3 back set for the Jaguars. They keep it on the ground. Left side this time. And then another flag.
Penalty marker.
But Noah Vasquez ran into one of his linemen. That slowed him down a little bit. He's looking like he's right at the first down marker, but there's a flag, so that could change everything.
I think it's going to be holding on the offense. Yeah.
You're absolutely correct. It is holding. 7th penalty here in the first quarter still. Total of 45 yards lost in penalties for the Johnson Jaguar football team. So now the football spotted inside the 20-yard line, back in Jaguar territory.
3rd and 5. Or no, it has to be.
12.
3rd and 12. I was going to say the board's not updated over here.
Medina steps up into the pocket. Nice little pass. It is caught. That's enough for a first down. Aiden Rodriguez made that catch, so they get up to the 36-yard line. But this time it was Aiden Rodriguez. He was not guarded as Medina was able to have some time to look downfield.
Yeah, I was going to say he has had a lot more space there than what we've seen the Cowboys receivers have, for sure.
Rodriguez, another catch. They get another chunk, about 8 or 9 yards on that pickup. So looks like the Johnson Jaguars moving the football. 2:44 to go in the first quarter. Medina in the pocket. Just could not connect with his receiver at that point right there. That was Noah Vasquez. So 3rd and short now for the Jaguars.
This would be a massive, massive defensive play if the Cowboys could come up and get a stop here.
2 receivers split to each side now for Medina. Some movement. They snap the ball. There's a flag. That's a free play. The pass is caught. First down and some inside McCollum territory. And let's throw another flag. Might as well. So another flag after the offsides for the defense jumping. Another flag as the receiver caught the ball and was brought down.
I have a feeling that the flag downfield might have been on number 15 from the Jaguars. He kind of threw his hands up into the air at the referee. So it'll be interesting to see what the call is here.
So there's a flag here set down at our near side about the 44. On the opposite side at the 46. One down over on the 10-yard line or so. And then I believe there's a hat down as well. So they're out of flags. Missing hats. Missing hat on the 29. So there's laundry all over the field. Face mask. Okay, on the defense, that's the Cowboys. So that's going to add to that run. So the Cowboys defensively on this series have really taken a step backwards.
I thought there might have been some sort of unsportsmanlike conduct warning. There was a little pushing and shoving in the backfield, but
so now the Johnson Jaguars in the best field position they've had all night. They are inside the 10-yard line with 1st and goal from the McCollum 7. They bring trips over to the left side. One receiver right side. Medina drops back. Here comes pressure. Gets rid of the football. The pass is caught in the end zone.
No good.
No good?
Pass incomplete.
No good.
He was looking for his receiver there at the corner. So one referee inside called it complete. Another ref overruled and no catch. So that's going to bring up a second down and goal from the 7. Medina out of the shotgun, looks left, looks right. Now, this time, easy money right there. Jaguars into the end zone as the pass is completed.
20-something.
Ashton Durst, the receiver there for the Jaguars. Jaguars will get the first score here in the first quarter with 2 minutes and 14 seconds to go. The extra point attempt will be by Patrick Helen. The hold, the kick, it's up, and the extra point is good. So the Jaguars will take the lead 7-0 in this first quarter with 2:14 to go. You're watching Harlandale ISD High School football presented by Martinez and Associates.
Gotta be somewhere. Remotus Apirus. Jake from State Farm, did that just happen? Yeah, man. Wow. That plot twist was unexpected, but you can't expect State Farm to be there for life surprises. It's called service.
I mean... Whoa. There's a button for apps. Do you think that's like appetizers?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's Warren, and a Brennan team many feel is the best in the city.
7 o'clock Saturday night right here on KCWX-TV.
This week's game and the player of the game brought to you by Valero. Visit Valero.com.
We welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. The Johnson Jaguars went on an 80-yard drive. It took them 8 plays to get into the end zone. It was a 7-yard touchdown pass to Durst, Ashton Durst, for the touchdown. The extra point was good by Helen. The Jaguars take the early lead 7-0. That kickoff goes to the back of the end zone where the Cowboys will get the football to start the drive here with 2:14 to go.
Cowboys will start this next possession at the 25-yard.
So the Cowboys now with an opportunity to respond, Haley. They've looked pretty solid. They just weren't able to connect with their receivers.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing for me is that the Cowboys haven't really been able to capitalize on the errors, the miscues of the Johnson Jaguars, all those penalties that we've talked about. So I think that's really what's missing is they haven't been able to capitalize quite yet.
Interesting formation right here. The Cowboys go with 4 receivers to the right side. Pacheco with the ball. Pacheco at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, into the end zone. And what a response by the McCollum Cowboys. They were angry.
As an amazing big play that we talked about, Bobby. We said something's brewing, a big play. It might be for one team, it might be for the other. But the Cowboys strike first when it comes to massive plays this game with an amazing carry there by Pacheco.
If I've ever seen anything like that is where you say, here you go, I'm going to come right back. That extra point is good. 7-7, brand new ball game. We'll keep it right here. That way we don't have to rush into that because that was such a quick play, and it deserves some time to be talked about.
And any momentum that the Jaguars just had was just completely stolen back by the Cowboys. They have the home field advantage, the crowd's in it. I got chills here up in the booth, so any sort of momentum that the Jaguars thought they had, no more.
How about that run, though? That quick pass. They started out with quads, 4 receivers to the right side. They caught Ruben Pacheco coming across the field, and he turned on the jets, and he made it into the end zone.
Yeah, and he almost got slowed down towards around the 10-yard line, but, man, all I know is that I can't run that fast, Bobby.
Oh, I'm sure not many can run that fast. That was fast. He had the angle and the speed. They were not going to catch him. Not sure on my best day I would ever catch him. 7-7 our score. It took us about 8 minutes for these two teams to get the rust knocked off, but they've got it. It is a short kick, and here comes Buda Johnson. They get across the 40 down to the 45-yard line. Bringing it up to the field was Jayonte Selman, the senior. Wow. That was fast. Fast play, fast moving. 7-7 our score. We're still in the first quarter.
It only took us like 10 minutes for the game to like really get started. Yeah, everyone needed to shake off all the penalties that they had first, and then now the game started.
Let's see what happens here. There's a 4 wide receiver set. They keep it on the ground, and oh boy, there's a lot of physicality going down between the tackles there. A couple of yards are picked up by the running back.
Make that Ethan Ibarra the ball carrier.
Ibarra?
Gain of 2.
Ethan Ibarra, the ball carrier. And there's a big play there.
Jonathan Longoria on the stop.
Big play there by Timmy Boyd, number 6. Only a freshman, so had a lot of explosive power there, and was able to put some Cowboys on skates for a big gain there.
37-yard pickup there by Boyd. Here come the Jaguars. Play action, pass caught at the 10, and he is brought down inside the 10. Play was made by Jonathan Longoria, and then he got some help from a couple other McCollum defenders. Vasquez with the catch. 4-yard pickup there for Vasquez and the Jaguars. This time they've come out with 2 receivers left and 1 receiver right. Medina sends a man in motion. High snap. Medina keeps the football. Goes right. And he will sneak into the end zone. So Medina will take it in from the 6-yard line on a 6-yard touchdown run. So here we go. The offenses, they feel comfortable now. We have 34 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Patrick Helen is set to try for the extra point. Snap, hold, kick, up. Good. 14-7 now our score. The McCollum Cowboys are trailing with 34 seconds to go. You are watching Harlandale ISD High School football, presented by Martinez and Associates.
Playing with rockets is great when you're a kid. But when it's time to get a mortgage, you quickly realize that a rocket is complicated and expensive. It's best to work with an independent mortgage broker instead. They're dedicated to getting you a home loan faster and more affordably. And they're more than just mortgage experts. They live right in your own neighborhood, so you don't have to go it alone. For mortgages that are faster, easier, and more affordable, find a local independent mortgage broker near you.
Four plays. A minute and 30 off the clock. It was a 6-yard run by the quarterback, Medina. The extra point by Helen was good. 14-7 is our score. The Jaguars on top of the McCollum Cowboys. That kick will go into the end zone on a touchback.
I will say, big shout out to the Jaguars kicker, Patrick Helen. I don't think I've seen a kicker with that leg at any of these games that I've been doing over the last couple of years.
Oh yeah, they're very few and far in between when you get an opportunity to see a kicker that a coach will rely on or have enough trust in to go beyond 35?
35
yards. We had was it a 40, 49?
It was like a 48 or 49.
Yep. Well, whistles will blow before that play gets developed.
Penalty markers on the play.
So that's going to go against the McCollum Cowboys. We got an interesting score here in the first quarter. It is 7-7 for the Harlandale Indians and the Lehman Lobos. 5:53 to go. That game tied up. And, of course, here we are at 14-7 with the Cowboys trailing the Jaguars. Sean Tejeda, 1st and 15. Quick pass. Incomplete. Looking for Ruben Pacheco once again, looking to have that magic one more time. Pass is incomplete, so that's going to bring up a 2nd down. We're at 28 seconds here in this first quarter. 2nd down, ball spotted at the Cowboy 20. Jaguars showing blitz. They're coming. Tejeda gets rid of the football. The pass is caught. I believe that's Leffler. Leffler gets up to the 26-yard line. So now that's a 3rd down, and we'll call it 8.
I mean, good quick release there by Tejeda. I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to get it off in time.
Well, that's going to do it. That's going to be the end of a first quarter. That was a 48-minute first quarter. 7:48 it is right now. Keep it right here.
Gotta be somewhere. Remotus Apirus.
Jake from State Farm, did that just happen?
Yeah, man. Wow. That plot twist was unexpected, but you can't expect State Farm to be there for life surprises. It's called service.
I mean, whoa. There's a button for apps. Do you think that's like appetizers?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome you back. It's the start of the second quarter for the McCollum Cowboys and the Johnson Jaguars. Buda Johnson Jaguars. 14-7 is our score. There was 2 pretty quick scores. They were both back-to-back within the last 2 minutes of the first quarter. It was a big play from Medina to Durst on a touchdown pass. That was 7-0. Then on the very first play for the McCollum Cowboys, the Cowboys went 75 yards on a by Ruben Pacheco to respond on a touchdown. Most recently, another touchdown by the Jaguars. It was a 6-yard touchdown run by Medina. And right now the Cowboys could not convert on that 3rd down on an incompletion.
Yeah, and in the first, I want to say probably like 8 minutes of that first quarter were just a lot of penalties, not much like offensive action happening. So it's been encouraging to kind of see both teams kind of actually start to get into a momentum, get into a rhythm, and start to string some of these plays together, sprinkle in some of those really big plays, and now we have ourselves a pretty exciting game.
Cowboys almost lost that. So there's punt, and the punt will be down. And we've got another flag here. So it's looking for the official to make the call, but we have an indication that it could be against Buda. if it is what we think it is up in the booth, that could be an automatic first down for the Cowboys. So the announcement's just about to come. Oh, it's going to go against the Cowboys. So, and a holding against the Jaguars. The two penalties will offset. So they're going to replay the fourth down. So the punting unit will come back out of the field for the McCollum Cowboys. The return team will come back out of the field for the Johnson Jaguars.
Penalties offset. Replay the down.
So now, here we go again. Replaying the fourth down. High snap, but the punt is off. Great kick. Fair caught at the 41.
A little bit better kick for the Cowboys there. I think gave them an extra 10, 15 yards to work with here on defense.
Jaguars will take over first and 10. Their own 42.
11:39 to go in the second quarter. Jaguars will have the football from their own 42-yard line. Three backs in the backfield. Jaguars will play action. Rolling to the right side, Medina. Looking, throwing across the field. Wide open receiver. The pass is incomplete. He was looking for Noah Vasquez. The connection just wasn't there between Vasquez and Medina. But that would have been another big play there for the Johnson Jaguars.
It would have been another big play, but for a second there, I thought number one, Jonathan Longoria. I thought he was going to pick. I thought he was going to pick that off and make some magic happen here for the Cowboy defense.
Quick, no huddle. Medina rolls left. Again, a wide open receiver. This time, the pass is caught, and it's a first down into Cowboy territory at the Cowboy 44.
Enough for a Johnson first down.
14-yard pickup there for Medina and the Jaguars. No huddle, hurry up offense. Two receivers split to each side. Out of the shotgun, Medina hands the ball off to his running back, who goes nowhere. He is stuffed and met up with the McCollum defense. We've gotten about 2 or 3 plays in a row without a flag here. Let's see if we can keep that momentum. Ball now spotted at the Cowboy 42. Medina waiting for his back. Plenty of time on the play clock, 15 seconds. Out of the shotgun, Medina steps up into the pocket, releases, passes caught. Plenty of room. Down to the 20, move the chains. Completed to Aiden Rodriguez.
22-yard pass there.
The reception, more than enough for another first down for the Jaguars.
Move the chains. The chain gang a little slow. They're waiting for them. Here we go. Rolling left side, Medina. Looking downfield into the end zone. All by his lonesome. The pass is caught. And here come the points for the Buda Johnson Jaguars. Catch was made by Aiden Rodriguez. Patrick Helen to try the extra point. The kick is up, and it's between the uprights. The extra point is good. The lead for the Johnson Jaguars extends 21-7. You are watching high school football. It's presented by Martinez and Associates. We'll be right back.
Martinez and Associates has over 50 years of experience representing the victims of tragic accidents. We fought some of the largest insurance companies in the nation and won. It matters who represents you. Call Martinez and Associates at 210-337-1111.
We welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial. It was a 20-yard touchdown pass from Medina to Aiden Rodriguez for a touchdown. The extra point was good. 21-7 now the score here with 10 minutes, 11 seconds left to go in the second quarter.
You talked about it earlier in the game, Bobby. You know, the Jaguars average 60-plus points a game. So in order to keep this one close, the Cowboys defense is really going to have to step up here.
Well, it was a short kick and fielded and brought up to the near 30-yard line where the Cowboys will have the football and have a chance to respond here. Remember that the Cowboys did, actually the Johnson Jaguars, Vito Johnson Jaguars, won the toss. They elected to defer to get the ball in the second half. So if the Cowboys want to stay in this ball game, now's a great time for them to do a drive and hopefully get a point up on the board before the half.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to try to limit the damage going into the second half and not come in with too deep of a hole.
Sean Tehedla goes early on the option to Leffler. That goes good for about a yard. Maybe 2 yards. That was a 2-yard pickup there. Second down and 8 now coming up for the McCollum Cowboys.
Impressed with what Leffler did with that. For a minute, it looked like he was gonna lose some yardage, but good that he was able to turn it at least into a 2-yard pickup.
That was the fourth rush for the McCollum Cowboys. Here's another one. Tehedla will take it himself. He gets across the 35 to the 36. Nice little move there to get him an extra couple of yards.
Sean Tehedla, the keeper. Case Jordan is stopped.
4 carries, 13 yards here for. Check that for 3 carries for 13 yards for Tehedla. 8:57 to go. Big third down here for the Cowboys. Out of the shotgun with 2 men in the backfield with Tehedla. Tehedla steps up into the pocket, fires down the field, down the sideline. The pass will be incomplete. So that'll bring up a 4th down. Punting units come out on the field here for the Cowboys. Aiden Rodriguez back to receive the punt. He's sitting back at his own 35-yard line. Karam Rocha set to punt the ball. There's a kick. Nice. High kick. Another fair catch where the Buda Johnson Jaguars will have the football at their own 40-yard line with 8 minutes, 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. We talked about what the Johnson Jaguars average offensively, which is 60 points per game. Let's talk about what they average defensively, holding their opponents to.
Yeah.
7 points.
Yep, there we go.
7 points per game. Medina finds a receiver across the middle with plenty of room, down to the 35.
That's complete to
Richard Kelly, that is the tight end. And that play goes for some big yardage. 26 yards on that play.
Matt Hernandez, tackle.
Quick to get back to the line of scrimmage are the Jaguars. Out of the shotgun. On the ground. Nothing doing. Maybe a 2-yard loss there for the Johnson Jaguars.
In on the stop. Loss of 2.
Ball is carried by Ethan Ibada. We got an update. Harlandale 14, Lehman Lobos 7. Still in the first quarter with 3:03 to go. Medina out of the shotgun, has all day. Gets rid of the football. Good defensive play there because that was in the breadbasket of the receiver. But I believe it was Gary Escobar that popped it right out.
And that's a type of spark that the Cowboys need to really get back in this ball game. The Johnson Jaguars have had a couple of really big offensive plays. The Cowboys haven't really been able to string those together yet, and so those big plays kind of that bring that momentum back for the Cowboys is exactly what they need.
Speaking of big plays, this is the big one right here on 3rd down. It's a screen play. The pass is caught out of the backfield, plenty of room, and he is stood up at the 34-yard line, 33-yard line.
Jimmy Boyd.
Noah Vasquez brought that ball to the 36-yard line. Check that. That's going to be Timmy Boyd.
It's going to bring up.
Looks like they're going to measure it.
I think. No.
Oh.
They're going for it on 4th and 2.
Big 4th down here. Under center, Medina hands the ball off. And it looks like the McCollum Cowboys may have made a humongous stop here.
Turnover on downs.
So it's a big stop for the McCollum defense, something they really needed.
Yeah, really, really good job there. You can see a little bit of life kind of got breathed back into everyone on the sidelines here, and it looks like we might have an injury timeout.
Well, we'll take a timeout. You're watching high school football, Harlandale ISD High School football, and it's presented by Martinez and Associates.
It's Warren, and a Brennan team many feel is the best in the city.
7 o'clock Saturday night right here on KCWX TV.
This week's game and instant replays brought to you by Thomas J. Henry.
Life has prepared me for this. The reason I'm a trial attorney is because I truly believe that's what I was meant to do. We do what we do because we've been given the God-given ability to do it. We have the ability to stand in front of a jury and help people out. I have my reasons, upbringing, things that have happened in life, things that have either turned you into a fighter or make you hate unjust causes. Those are the reasons that I'm a trial attorney.
It's Warren, and a Brennan team many feel is the best in the city.
7 o'clock Saturday night right here on KCWX TV.
This week's game and the player of the game brought to you by Valero. Visit Valero.com.
After a big turnover on downs, the Cowboys have the football. They have it at their own 26-yard line. Cowboys stay on the ground. Jonathan Longoria.
Hand off to Jonathan Longoria.
Oh, that might be a flag there. As Ashton Stasser continued with the stop, but no flags.
That's surprising.
They were suffering from flag fatigue, perhaps. So that would be a 1-yard pickup there for Jonathan Longoria and the McCollum Cowboys. Ball is spotted at the 27-yard line on the left hash mark. Thank you for joining us on our RC Audio Sports channel. Be sure to follow us on our Twitter. Handoff up the middle. Nice surge, still moving his feet all the way up to the 35-yard line. Great run there by the running back.
Got to be another big third down.
Isaiah Leffler, the ball carrier.
Isaiah Leffler
Gain of 7.
doing a fantastic job of not quitting on that play. So now it's a third and very manageable 2 yards for the McCollum Cowboys. We're still in the second quarter, 5 minutes, 20 seconds to go as the clock will run. Under center now is Shanta Hella. Handoff again. They keep it on the ground. That's going to be really close. Leffler.
The ball carrier.
Very close. Let's see what the officials do. They're going to give him the first down. Well, rather than say the officials are going to give him the first down, I'll say Leffler earned the first down.
For McCollum Cowboys. First down.
New set of downs here for the Cowboys. They had a big stop defensively before this. They started back at their own 20. They're now at their own 34. Tehela out of shotgun. Cowboys keep it on the ground. And more importantly, Haley, they're keeping it up the middle.
Yeah, which is interesting because that wasn't working out too well earlier in the game. But, I mean, awesome carry there by number 34, Matt Castillo. And, gosh, it brings us up, I want to say, a 2nd and 4, or maybe even a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 4 is correct. It's a 6-yard pickup. They've been successful on the ground here on this drive. Tehela. They keep it on the... Nope, it's an option this time. And a first down. And some. Still on his feet after a spin inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Here come the McCollum Cowboys. Isaiah Leffler.
Isaiah Leffler.
We have a flag down on the field.
We have an injury.
So there's some players down. We'll go ahead and switch to a break. Hopefully nothing too serious. You are watching Harlandale ISD High School football, and it's presented to you by Martinez and Associates.
The On Par Golf Academy at Mission Del Lago was designed and developed to offer not only the highest quality golf instruction in San Antonio, but so much more. With its experienced staff and its TrackMan indoor and outdoor training facility, On Par Golf has the capability to meet all your golf improvement needs. From its junior golf programming to its entertainment and hosting services, OPG has got you covered. So if you're ready to take your golf game to the next level, come see us at On Par Golf.
We welcome you back to action here as the McCollum Cowboys seem to be moving the football. They've been doing pretty well on the ground, something that they've made an adjustment for. Starting off this game, it was their aerial attack that really moved the football, but now they found some comfort running in the middle.
Yeah, and I mean, they started off the game a couple of different times by trying to go long. Tejeda couldn't really connect with any of his receivers, so good to see that they've kind of switched up their game plan and have seen some success running the ball, specifically straight up the middle of the field.
There comes Sean Tejeda on the keeper. He gets it down to, inside the 45, near the first down.
It's like it's going to be 2nd and 1.
Michael Russell.
So now it's going to be a 2nd and 1, like Haley just mentioned, and all this has been on the ground. Three carries, 38 yards on the unit for Leffler. Shanta Heva on that previous play on the keeper. Up the middle, first down and some. Inside the 40, down to the 39-yard line.
Got another flag on the field.
On the play.
Leffler was the ball carrier.
And Leffler, ball carrier.
It looks like the McCollum offensive line, Haley, is doing a really
great
good
job
coming off that football. Whoa, that's going to add 15 yards to the McCollum run. It's a personal foul against the Buda Johnson Jaguars.
Yeah, I could tell by the reaction from one of their players that that was going to be the case.
9th penalty for the Jaguars. Again, this drive started at about the 5-minute mark, I believe, and at the McCollum Cowboy 20-yard line. They're now at the Johnson 24-yard line with 3:18 to go in the second quarter. On the ground, they go left side, but this time it's the Buda Johnson Jaguars making the stop behind the line of scrimmage, so there was a loss there of about a yard. Matt Castile, the ball carrier. For some reason, the clock is stopped. Was there another penalty? There is a penalty. A sideline warning against the Cowboys. Is that just a warning? Or are they penalizing them for it? That is just a warning. No penalty. The next one will be a penalty, though. So 2-yard loss on that play. Brings up first. Oh, well, wait a second. Second down and about 12. 6th play of the drive here for the Cowboys. Tejeda on the option. Options it off to Leffler, but Leffler barely gets back to the original line of scrimmage, just inside the 25. So now we're going to see if Coach Klon wants to keep it on the ground or maybe go to the air. 2.5 minutes left to go in this second quarter.
At the Johnson 24.
They're definitely in 4-down territory here, should they need to go for it. So they have this play at another option or opportunity here.
Like you had said earlier, Bobby, you definitely want to put some points on the board before halftime.
Sean Tejeda out of the shotgun, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. He cannot get away from that left side defender, and that is questionably driving him out of bounds there.
Run out of bounds.
I don't see any flags.
Interesting, no flags there when that's pretty much been the first instinct from the refs the whole game.
So now it's going to bring up a 4th down. We do feel that the Cowboys will go for it.
Yeah.
But they will take a timeout to think about it, see what they want to run. You're watching Harlandale ISD High School football. It is presented by Martinez and Associates. Keep it right here. We'll be right back.
It's Warren, and a Brennan team many feel is the best in the city.
7 o'clock Saturday night right here on KCWX TV.
This week's game and instant replays brought to you by Thomas J. Henry.
The perfect match. It's what so many of us are looking for. When it comes to getting a mortgage, how can you find the one that's perfect for you? Start with your local independent mortgage broker. Because the only way to get a mortgage that's cheaper, faster, and easier is to talk to us first. Find your perfect mortgage match. Call us today.
We welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. The McCollum Cowboys trailing 21-7. They've just called a timeout. They're on a 4th and 25 scenario here. They are trailing, and they are looking to get into the end zone before the break. Big play here for the McCollum Cowboys. Let's see what Coach Klon has drawn up. And he wants another timeout.
Timeout charge to McCollum. It's their final timeout of the first half.
So it is a timeout. We'll use this opportunity to bring Coach Robert Villafranca. He's making records here as he's technical directing. First time this season we get to do this. And now we bring you on here as you're doing that.
Bobby and Haley, what a great job you guys are doing. I'm enjoying this as a producer just to listen to you two guys call the show. But as impressive as the job that you're doing, how impressive are the Cowboys tonight? Trailing 21-7, but really giving these Buda Johnson Jaguars a heck of a game. It's 4th and 11 here. I'm going to take it, let you have this one, Bobby and Haley. Big play.
Here we go. Thanks, Coach. Sean Tejeda, after 2 timeouts, rolls left side, looking right side, firing, pass, incomplete. He was looking for Gary Escobar. There was a little bit of contact there, but again, nothing called. So it's going to be a turnover on downs, and the Buda Johnson Jaguars will have the football here with 1 minute and 49 seconds remaining.
Now, if I'm the Cowboys, the defense definitely needs to come up with a stop here. As you talked about earlier, Bobby, the Jaguars will be receiving the football to start the second half. So what you don't want to do is let this get too out of hand and get any more points up on that board if we don't have to.
Noah Vasquez will still stay on his feet and get across the 40 as the pass will be completed. And there is another flag on the play.
Jaden Orozco on the tackle. There is a penalty marker on the play.
That takes us down to about 1.5 minutes here, but again, this will be a penalty. Holding called. The holding call the mark will start from the spot of the foul. So they're sitting at the 31-yard line. They're going to go back all the way down. Should be at about the 21-yard line.
Penalty is on Johnson. It's holding. With that,
so now that'll be first down and
15, I believe.
15, you're right. From their own 21. Medina rolls left side. Medina firing along the sideline. The pass, it's hard to see. It was caught.
Down the sideline.
What's happened recently with Buda, where they were not getting those opportunities early on in the game, but they are getting a lot of time protection for Medina, and he's able to look downfield. And there he goes this time as he rolls out. The pass is it caught? Yep, caught at the 47-yard line. Vasquez, the receiver. 1:16 to go here. The McCollum Cowboys trying to withstand this last little storm here before the end of the second quarter. And it will be Medina keeping the ball himself. Pacheco will make the stop. But there are flags on the play again.
Tackle made by Ruben Pacheco on the quarterback key by Jesse Medina. Called back.
And that's going to be against the offense holding again. Is that their 10th or 11th? 10 penalties for Buda Johnson Jaguars. 1:08 to go in this second quarter, excuse me. They're definitely going to need some therapy, some rest and relaxation, the referees are.
I see them warm up their legs. I never have seen them warm up their arms.
Here's a screen play. Pass is caught at the 40, the 45. Down inside to the opposite 40. The pass to Caden Windsor.
Shots to have a tackle for your Cowboys.
Tunnel screen for that play call. Under a minute to go here. 22 yards, but
oh man, a
hold
flag?
on.
No way.
Wait a second. Maybe a holding. I'm not sure. But we can they said no, not this time.
No penalty marker on the play.
Not this time.
Happy arms. They have happy arms.
I think those flags have been used so much they're fading a little. Medina rolling left side. Medina getting some pressure from behind, and Medina will go down at the 44.
First to make the hit.
43 seconds remaining. I think Buda Johnson still has one timeout remaining, and they're going to use it right now.
By the Jaguars. That is their final.
So you're
timeout.
watching Harlandale ISD High School football. It is presented by Martinez and Associates. We'll be back in just a moment.
Playing with rockets is great when you're a kid. But when it's time to get a mortgage, you quickly realize that a rocket is complicated and expensive. It's best to work with an independent mortgage broker instead. They're dedicated to getting you a home loan faster and more affordably. And they're more than just mortgage experts. They live right in your own neighborhood, so you don't have to go it alone. For mortgages that are faster, easier, and more affordable, find a local independent mortgage broker near you.
Back in action here with 42 seconds left to go in this second quarter. Jesse Medina, the quarterback, having a fantastic day here for the Jaguars. The handoff, no, he keeps it himself. He gets across the 35 down to the 34-yard line, where the clock will continue to run here on third down. No huddle. The Jaguars looking to get into the end zone. Under 30 seconds. Jesse Medina out of the shotgun, has pressure, and it's a huge sack. Down goes Jesse Medina. Matt Castillo came up humongous here for the Cowboys.
And that's going to really put them out of range of being able to kick that field goal. So, real big play.
And that's going to end the end of the first half. Boy, oh boy, do the McCollum Cowboys get away with one. All thanks to number 34, Matt Castillo. That is going to do it for the end of the first half. The McCollum Cowboys trailing the Buda Johnson Jaguars 21-7. Keep it right here. We'll have some halftime analysis. We'll have some McCollum marching band, and we'll bring Coach Villafranca in for some of his analysis. You are watching Harlandale ISD High School football, presented by Martinez and Associates.
Life has prepared me for this. The reason I'm a trial attorney is because I truly believe that's what I was meant to do. We do what we do because we've been given the God-given ability to do it. We have the ability to stand in front of a jury and help people out. I have my reasons, upbringing, things that have happened in life, things that have either turned you into a fighter or make you hate unjust causes. Those are the reasons that I am a trial attorney.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the Johnson High School Rosettes. The Rosettes are led onto the field by Junior Lieutenant Kalen Brock. Junior Lieutenant Kira Mustaine. Junior Lieutenant, Amanda Wolf. First Lieutenant, Leah Taylor. Co-Captain, Maddie Cardenas. Co-Captain, Sophie Dotson. And Captain, Aspen Loudon. Social officers are Kaylee Hullum, Jasmine Ibarra, Emma Sontag, Melanie Munoz, and Bella Gonzalez. The Rosettes are sponsored by Hullum Properties, Jana Love Homes, Better Choice Pest Control. Rosette of the Week is Kiana Mustaine. Officer's Choice is Riley DeGraw. This week, the Rosettes will perform their electrifying palm routine. Good evening, Jag Nation, and welcome to Jaguar Halftime. The 2021 Jaguar Band is under the field direction of drum majors Kylie Frensley, Ethan Demura, Riley Thomas, and Jacob Carter. We want to celebrate these individuals this week. Section of the week is the tuba section. Marcher of the week is Andrea Ray. Rookie marcher of the week is Barbara Monteroso. Guard member of the week is Morgan Forsyth. And rookie guard member of the week is Giselle Di Alejandro. This year, the Jaguars show is entitled Young Person's Guide to the Neither World. Johnson High School truly is a community and family working together to become BIA. Now enjoy our halftime show, Young Person's Guide to the Neither World. Drum majors, is your band ready? The Jaguar Band would like to take this opportunity and thank our generous platinum level sponsors. Amish Oaks in Texas, Reliable Automotive, Eastside Lumber and Decking, and Salon 112.
Please welcome to the field the team that sparkles and shines during halftime, the McCollum High School Gold Stars. Gold Stars officers are First Major Lauren Gonzalez, Lieutenant Colonel Courtney Foster, and Colonel Delia Payne. Social Officer is Dana Ceniceros. Our Gold Star of the Week is Ruby Moreno. The Gold Stars are under the direction of Miss Crystal Rudd. Tonight, the Gold Stars are performing a palm routine to a classic, Take On Me, presented by the McCollum High School Marching Band. Wranglerettes Palm Squad is coached by Tammy Winelt, co-captain Natalie Vallejo, and Captain Mia Torres. Our MHS cheer team is coached by Victoria Martinez. Co-captains are Haley Flores and Alyssa De La Cruz. Captain is Madison Huron. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, Cowboys, let's ride. Howdy, y'all! McCollum High School is proud to present the pride of the South Side. From Alice to Dallas, from Austin to Boston, the award-winning band from Cowboyland. Drum majors are Zachariah Size, Sienna Valdez, and Magdalena Keller. Marcher of the week is Kyla Castro. Spinner of the week is Kayla Cerna. And section of the week is clarinets. The McCollum Band will be performing a custom marching show by John Meehan, arranger and composer for the DCI Blue Devils. Tonight, the Cowboy Band will be performing Movement 1, entitled Eyes of the Gargon, and Movement 2, Sunset on the River Styx. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the music as the mighty Cowboy Band performs their 2021 UIL marching show, Medusa. Drum majors, is your band ready? You may now take the field.
The band is under the direction of Gilbert Borrego, John Fetters, and Daniel Keller. Color guard instructors are Jeremy Contreras and Kayla.
Life has prepared me for this. The reason I'm a trial attorney is because I truly believe that's what I was meant to do. We do what we do because we've been given the God-given ability to do it. We have the ability to stand in front of a jury and help people out. I have my reasons, upbringing, things that have happened in life, things that have either turned you into a fighter or make you hate unjust causes. Those are the reasons that I am a trial attorney.
And we welcome you back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium, where Bobby Mendez and I have switched seats. I'm going to take a quarter as long as Bobby will let me do the play-by-play next to Haley's wonderful color commentary. We're at Harlandale Memorial Stadium, where the McCollum Cowboys are hosting the Buda Johnson Jaguars in a game that's much closer that, quite honestly, I think a lot of people expected. What do you think, Haley?
Yeah, I mean, completely agree. We talked in the pregame, Bobby and I, about how it was going to be a really tough matchup for the Cowboys tonight. The Jaguars averaging 60-plus points a game, holding opponents to 7 points for the whole game. And, I mean, we're kind of defying those stats, defying what that looks like right now, 21-7 here at half. Been a really strong defensive performance in the Cowboys so far. The Jaguars have had kind of some spurts of some scoring, but like you said, Coach, I think it's a lot closer than any of us really anticipated.
Really, Buda Johnson, 180 points in 3 games, averaging 60 points a game. I mean, they just had the markings of a very tough game for the Cowboys, but the Cowboys staying right in it, and I had to smile as I watched the teams come running out into the field. I think both teams came out pretty fired up. This is going to be a good second half. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it was a little bit chippy there and a little bit aggressive there at some points in the first half. So excited to see how it all goes.
We're trying to break the record for flags thrown in a high school football game. Hopefully that will part of the halftime speeches in the dressing rooms were about bringing those things under control a little bit, because it has been, it has tainted the game, a very good game. That the penalties have tainted the game a little bit. But it's 21-7 as we're going into the third quarter. The Buda Johnson Jaguars leading, and they won the kickoff, if you remember. I mean, they won the coin toss before the game and deferred. We've got a flag already. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. There's a flag, delay a game, McCollum Cowboys. So here we go. We're going to let the officials mark that off. And Haley, let's have a good third quarter.
I guarantee you the officials were having to get some probably medical attention at half after all of the movement that they had to do.
Had the trainers ice the shoulders from so many times. Here we go, kicking off from the 35-yard line instead of the 40-yard line because of that delay of game. I believe the kicker I got to get schooled up here on numbers. I think it's Karim Luna. The kicker for the Cowboys, punter and a kicker, kicking off from the 35-yard line to start the third quarter. The Cowboys down 21-7. It's a high kick in the middle of the field, taken and run back. We were expecting maybe the Cowboys might have been expecting a fair catch, but no. They're bringing it back. Number 11, Aiden Rodriguez fields it at his 35-yard line. And cuts to his sideline up the field, tackled inside the 40. So good field position for the Jaguars to start the third quarter.
Yeah, it just seems like couldn't really get enough strength in the Cowboys to get him down, and definitely a little bit longer of a run than you would like to see to open up this second half.
Exactly. A high kick like that, you would expect it to just be extinguished at the catch, but not so. The shotgun snap goes to the quarterback, and the handoff goes to number 28. That's Ethan Ibarra. A 3-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 7 now from the 36-yard line for the Cowboys. The Jaguars did a pretty good job of mixing this up. Lots of, I would say, about 50-50 run and pass. A pass across the middle to the 30-yard line. He's makes a cut inside. He's not going to go out of bounds. Noah Vasquez takes that pass from Jesse Medina, and we've got a flag at the end of the play. I look down to the rosters, Haley. I'm not sure what happened there at the end. Extracurricular.
I think there might have been a little push and shove action, which surprising because there wasn't too much. There wasn't many calls on that, even though that happened a little bit in the first half. So
Unsportsmanlike conduct is the call against the Cowboys. That'll be half the distance from the tackle. I think the tackle was about the 12, so the next snap will be at the 6-yard line. So unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, I think the most impressive part about the Jaguar offense so far has been, really the yards after the carry, right? You've seen that in the last 2 plays. Missed tackles, just missed opportunities to bring them down. I think that's where the Jaguars are really separating themselves right now.
That's an excellent point. As Jesse Medina takes the snap, he calls his own number, quarterback draw to the 2-yard line. That's a great point, Haley, because the Jaguars have had some long plays, but really they were after, the pass plays were after the catch, maybe a 10-yard pass and a 30 yards gained after the catch, and of course the running plays, a lot of broken tackles on some of those long runs.
Yeah.
So here we go. It's 2nd and goal from the Cowboy 2-yard line. The Jaguars looking to extend their 14-point lead here quickly. In the
we have a penalty.
Got a penalty. Yeah, I better keep my eyes open for that. It's a 5-yard penalty against the Jaguars. So this snap will be from the 7-yard line instead of the 2. Still 2nd down, 2nd and goal. A sideline warning. It must have been the second time because the first time comes without a penalty. So the second sideline warning against that sideline and a 5-yard penalty. Jesse Medina set to take the snap. He puts a man in motion. He'll hand it off up the middle, untouched. Is the ball carrier? I believe that's Ethan. I believe that's Ethan Ibarra in the end zone, number 28. So a quick score for the Jaguars to open up the third quarter. We haven't played 2 minutes yet, and 27-7 is the score as they line up to kick the extra point. Patrick Helen is the kicker and the punter. The ball's on the tee. The kick is up through the uprights. It's good. 28-7 before 2 minutes in the third quarter. You're watching high school football presented by Martinez and Associates, personal injury attorneys. We'll be back.
Live high school football every single Saturday on KCWX TV. Starting this Saturday, August 28th, you'll be able to catch 2 San Antonio area teams square off against each other live every Saturday, and the experience is going to be enhanced. One of the greatest quarterbacks in UTSA history, Dalton Sturm, will provide color commentary during the season, as will the legendary coach Jerry Comalander, who won a state title with Churchill during his nearly 3 decades with the Chargers, before another 27 years as the Northeast ISD's athletic director. Speaking of legends, Gary DeLon will handle play-by-play duties. Right before each game, you can catch the KCWX Countdown to Kickoff pregame show, in which you'll see teachers and students honored as the Teachers and Students of the Week. All that and more in the 30 minutes leading up to game time.
And we're back at Memorial Stadium where the Buda Johnson Jaguars have taken a 28-7 lead. Patrick Ellen has got the ball teed up, and a long kick. The Cowboys hoping it goes into the end zone. That was a little bit of a risky take there, but the ball does roll into the end zone. It's a touchback, and the Cowboys will start this drive at their own 25-yard line. So there again, you know, Bobby and I have talked about this numerous times as we've called games. I really like the deferring the option to the second half over taking the opening kickoff. And another example is a quick score for the Jaguars. But the Cowboys will get a chance now from their own 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Shanta Heather will take the snap, and a nice option quarterback he is off to Isaiah Leffler, and that will be good for about a 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4. And just like they've been doing all night, the Cowboys staying ahead of the chains.
Yeah, and like you said, Coach, I think, you know, deferring to receive in the second half, to me, it's almost a win-win. If you're down by 1 or 2, it gives you a chance to get back into the game quickly, and if you're up, it gives you a chance to really put the pedal to the metal and extend that lead pretty quickly, too.
The Jaguars have certainly put the pedal to the metal here. 28-7 is the lead in the third quarter. The Cowboys looking at a 2nd and 4, this time right up the middle. They had some success with that in the second quarter. Not much success with that here. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. We're at the 9-minute, 39-second mark of the third quarter. See the banner across your screen there, and the Jaguars leading this 28-7. A 3rd and 5 now from the 30-yard line. The Cowboys a little bit slow to come out of the huddle. But still plenty of time. 18 seconds on the huddle clock. Shanta Heather lines up 2 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. He's in the pistol set. He's got a running back right beside him. As he takes the snap, he's going to look downfield. A big rush, but he's got a little. He's opening, and got a flag down here on the sideline, and it's going to be a sideline warning. But I'm not sure if that. A ladder. Oh my goodness! I was looking down here. The pass was thrown laterally or backwards, and the Jaguars have recovered that. That's a fumble, not an incomplete pass. And so another short field for the Jaguars. The official running into a coach here on the sideline caught my attention, and I was getting ready to call that penalty, but it was a lateral pass recovered by the Johnson Jaguars. A short field. They're going to start at the Cowboy 30. With a 21-point lead, still early in the third quarter. You know, that rule was put into effect about 20 years ago. A Brackenridge assistant coach and an official had a tragic accident. On a long play as a referee ran into the coach and suffered some very, very serious injuries. The coach actually never fully recovered from them.
Wow.
And I think that was a penalty that had been discussed for many years, but that incident certainly accelerated the rule change, and that's why you see. It's based on the safety of the officials and the sideline as well. As I said, the official and the assistant coach both suffered serious head injuries, and the assistant coach never recovered. So it's a dangerous situation. You think it's a penalty that doesn't draw your attention much, and you think it might be a little bit petty, but it's dangerous as the officials run up and down the sidelines on these big plays, really trying to keep their eyes on the action instead of looking ahead and what's in their way on the sideline. So it's a very important rule.
Yeah, and I mean, I think you hit on the head, Coach. All these rules might seem small. I mean, they originate from somewhere, right? They're not just creating rules for the sake of them.
Exactly.
A lot of them are, I would vouch to say, most rules are all aimed at player safety and coach safety and referee safety as well.
Jesse Medina looks to the back corner of the end zone. The official stays on that one a while. It looked like it might have been a catch, but a couple of officials sideline and back judge both waving incomplete. It was a very well thrown pass, maybe just out of reach in that back corner. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the Cowboys 15-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, good coverage there by the Cowboys, but fantastic catch. I couldn't see the Jaguar just from the angle that we're at right now, but good football all around there.
So here comes a man in motion. Medina's going to hold the ball. We know he can run it. He's going for the corner. Not going to go out of bounds. Cuts back inside. He's tackled just shy of the goal line. So that'll be good enough to move the chains. It'll be 1st and goal for the Jaguars. It looks like inside the 1 yard line. They'll have 4 downs to move less than 36 inches. A 13-yard run by Jesse Medina. He was the leading rusher coming into this ballgame, and I think he will hold on to that position. Of course, the leading passer is a quarterback, but the leading rusher on this team in the previous 3 games. So they stay in a shotgun set, even in short yardage situations like this. An inverted wishbone for the Jaguars. Medina's going to hold on to it. Somebody's got him by the jersey there. He swings out, and like Haley said earlier, they're not easy to bring down. It takes more than one defender to do so, but a loss on the play for the Jaguars as Medina was tackled at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Cowboys, ultimately they have to get a stop here to keep this game manageable, right?
You do get the feeling that the Cowboys are hanging on for dear life, down 21 points in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and goal. The Jaguars will keep it on the ground. It's a race for the corner. The Cowboys will beat him there. Jonathan Lagoria will drive the running back out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. So it won't be an easy situation for the Jaguars. Still 3rd down, however. Ball being set at the 4. This would be a good time to see a play-action pass. Haley, perhaps. The Cowboys expecting runs, short yardage, taking the snap directly from the center here underneath. So a little different look. A bootleg, and he's got a wide-open receiver. Goes for he had 2 wide-open receivers in the end zone. He goes for the deeper one, and that is a score, a touchdown. Probably a late hit, and the flag will be... the penalty will be applied here at the kickoff, but score that for the Jaguars, 34-7. Jesse Medina taking the snap directly from the center, from underneath the bootlegs, and it was a sideline route by several of those receivers, and he really had 2 receivers wide open. He had his choice. He had one just across the goal line and one at the back of the end zone. And he went for the one in the back and connected for the score. So we're getting the signal here from the official. Unsportsmanlike conduct it is. Oh, against the Jaguars. No. That was against the Cowboys, but he's saying that the penalty is going to be applied at the kickoff. Yes, 34-7. 28-7, 6 makes it 34. And Helen he's been perfect tonight. Don't mean to give him the announcer's jinx, but he has been perfect tonight and will remain so. As that one goes right through the uprights to make the score 35-7. You're watching high school football here at Harlan Memorial Stadium. It's the Johnson Jaguars leading the McCollum Cowboys 35-7. We'll be right back. And we're back at Harlandale Memorial Stadium where the Buda Johnson Jaguars have just scored their 2nd touchdown of the 3rd quarter. 7 minutes and 55 seconds left to play in this 3rd quarter. Still have the 4th quarter to play. And that was an unsportsmanlike conduct against the Jaguars, the penalty being applied at the kickoff. So the Jaguars having to kick off from the 25-yard line. A quick update from Shelton Field in Kyle, Texas. It's the Harlandale Indians leading in that game 21-7. It's early in the third quarter. Indians leading the Lobos 21-7. But we're here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium for this game between the Cowboys and the Jaguars. And once again, Jonathan Longoria takes a little chance there. That ball can bounce in many different directions, and he was assuming that was going to continue going into the end zone. He was right again. He's 2 for 2 on that, so a touchback, and the Cowboys will take possession at the 25.
I think he's just looking at everything that Helen's done so far, and pretty much every time he's put it in the end zone. I think even one time he put it close to past the end zone.
Well, and to put that in context, Haley, this kickoff was from the 25-yard line, and he put it in the end zone. So that was a kick with a capital K there.
I'd love to see if he ends up going to kick somewhere. Yeah. I mean, that's exciting.
We'll keep an eye on him. The Cowboys elect to keep it on the ground on 1st and 10. Looks like a tackle for a loss. The Jaguar defense has really picked it up a notch here in the third quarter. The Cowboys having some success up the middle early in the game. Not any success here in the third quarter with that play.
$7:30 and counting left in the third quarter.
Cowboys will break the huddle, and they'll go to a no-back set. 3 receivers to the right and 2 to the left as Shantaheda calls for the snap. Oh, boy, he's rushed once again. Not much time, but he's got a receiver across the middle. Number 10, Ruben Pacheco, had a big gain earlier in the game. They're good for a 21-yard reception, tackled at the 43-yard line. Move the chains. First down, McCollum.
And that's what McCollum needs. They just need to string together some of these plays, string together a couple of first downs, and try to get this game back in an attainable score.
First and 10. First and 10 for the Cowboys at their own 44-yard line. A nice reception, Shantaheda to Ruben Pacheco for that big gain. This will be a tackle for a loss as Shantaheda pitches that back. I believe that's Isaiah Leffler is going to take a 5-yard loss on that play. So after a big play, a loss and will bring a 2nd and 14 for the Cowboys. Haley, Shantaheda has shared quarterback snaps, varsity quarterback snaps with the starting quarterback. Ryan Ramirez graduated last year, but he's shared snaps since he was a sophomore. And I remember, it's not one of those I told you so's, but I remember, visiting with Bobby about his poise in the pocket and how he can really connect even when he's being rushed as hard as he is. Example a little while ago, he's back, he's getting rushed again, getting an opportunity to show more poise and some athleticism as he rolls to his left. He's outside of the tackle bracket, so he's able to throw that one away and out of bounds. But showing again some athleticism there. He had to leave the pocket that time. He's an excellent play action pass quarterback. Also, play action little harder to do than it looks. It's hard to ride that. It's hard to ride that fake into the running back's belly and then look up and find your receiver. But he's quite adept at that. I don't know that 3rd and 14 is really an opportunity for play action, but we'll probably see the ball in the air here. So a shotgun, he's going to roll to his left, look downfield. He's got a receiver a little bit short. Oh, boy, he had Gary Escobar, had a step on the defender, and Shantaheda was not able to deliver on that one. That could have been a big play for the Cowboys. I know that Sean wishes he had that pass back.
Yeah, and I think number 13 from the Jaguars, Caden Windsor, also wishes he had that play back.
He wasn't able to hold on to that. We used to say when we were coaching, a defender would drop a pass like that, and the coach's saying was, well, if he could catch, he'd be playing offense. But old Fieldhouse talk. It's number 11, Aiden Rodriguez, calling for a fair catch. So a turnover on downs. The Jaguars are able to hold the Cowboys to 1 first down on that drive, and they're going to take possession here. It's not necessarily a short field, but it's not bad field position either. 34-yard line with a 35-7 lead and 5 minutes and a half to play in the third quarter.
And Coach, if you're the coach of the Cowboys right now, I mean, what adjustments do you need to make to get back in this ball game?
We'll get to that just after this play as Jesse Medina is looking downfield. The Jaguars with the foot on the gas pedal still. He's got a receiver on a comeback route at the 42-yard line, good for an 8-yard gain. And if I'm coaching the Cowboys, I'm playing a very tough team, so it's a tough assignment from the very start. But I'd say that for the Jaguars, you've got to tackle on first contact. You've got to swarm tackle. It's not going to be you're not going to get a whole bunch of one-man tackles here. You're going to have to swarm to the ball, and the Cowboys have just not necessarily missed tackles, but they haven't swarmed as much as anybody who plays Johnson has to. But a nice pass downfield. It's a first down, but we do have a flag in the area that you usually see holding. And you do see holding on this play once again. So let's that'll nullify that long pass and a first down. The holding took place at about the 43, so that ball will come back to about the 32-yard line. So we'll replay second down in 12. And the thing about the Jaguars is they're not putting the foot on their brakes. I mean, they're certainly not resting on their laurels with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, a 35-7 lead. They're wanting to put more on the board. Heck, they've put 60 on all of their opponents. Oh, that ball up for grabs. Boy, that pass was put up for grabs, and the Jaguars, Ethan McAllister, who has really shown this year in the first 3 games for the Jaguars, goes up to get that one, catches the Cowboy defender a little bit flat-footed, but a big catch. A 25-yard catch for Medina to McAllister. A first down. McAllister will roll to his left, and he's got another receiver, Richard Kelly, wide open. And once again, yards after catch, Haley, inside the 5-yard line.
And I mean, something you want to see, Coach, that we're not seeing right now is on all these penalties that we've seen on the Jaguars, the Cowboys just haven't been able to capitalize on the loss of yards that we've seen as a result of the Jaguars' errors and their miscues so far.
You hate to squander a second and long or a third and long and let an offense, wiggle their way out of situations like that. The Cowboys, just as you said, have not been able to capitalize. Medina will play action. He's looking downfield again, going for the corner, and doesn't look like if he caught it, he was going to be able to stay in bounds. It's incomplete. So that'll bring a second and goal from the 5-yard line. The Jaguars, if you're expecting them to slow this game down any, they're not going to do that. The ball, they're putting that ball in the air quite a bit still. 4 minutes and 46 seconds left to play here in the third quarter, and rightfully so. I mean, this is the first game of the district season, and you want to try your playbook.
Yeah, and you want to come in and make a statement, for the district.
Exactly. So the ball goes up the middle. They're driving a few defenders back to the 1-yard line. Ethan Ibarra, the ball carrier for the Jaguars, will make this a third and goal. And very short. It looks like the ball is spotted inside the 3-yard line. The Cowboys have been tough. They've been tough all over, but they've been tough between tackles. And if you're going to challenge them there, you're going to have to push. And it's not an automatic here. We'll see. The last time the Jaguars were in this situation, they went with a little bootleg. They've got a lot of receivers on the right side of the ball. The ball's on the left hash, and this time it's going to go up the middle. And only needed a couple of yards. He's in the end zone. Devin Blackwell will score this touchdown. This will put the Jaguars in the 40s now. Add 6 to that, 41-7, and Helen's back out for another extra point.
Got 3 minutes 59 seconds left in this third quarter, so looks like the Jaguars are on pace with with their average, their average points per game. They're kind of back on track after a slow start to the game in the first quarter.
Some movement, some whistles, some flags. The Cowboys' defensive line having a hard time staying put, and the reason for that is that the Jaguars' offensive line is twitching a little bit there, and so they were drawn off sides, false start, 5-yard penalty. That'll move Helen back 5 yards. So instead of a 22-yard attempt, well, they're going to leave the ball right there. I'm not sure they're not marking off the penalty. Hold on here. False start. It comes with a 5-yard penalty consequence. You're going to have to mark that one off. So the ball will move back to the 8-yard line, and it'll be a 25-yard attempt for Helen on this extra point. Lines himself up. The snaps, the holes have all been perfect tonight for him. Well, there you go. And not so perfect this time. We'll see if Helen can run with the ball. He goes left, he goes right. And this time the Cowboys swarm, so the extra point is no good. So another example of the
announcers jinx.
Announcers jinx. Boy, they've really been quite impressive. You're watching high school football here from Harlandale Memorial Stadium. It's Johnson Jaguars 41, McCollum Cowboys 7. A game presented by Martinez and Associates Personal Injury Attorneys. Stay with us.
Gotta be somewhere. Remotus Apirus.
Jake from State Farm, did that just happen?
Yeah, man. Wow. That plot twist was unexpected, but you can't expect State Farm to be there for life surprises. It's called service.
I mean, whoa. There's a button for apps. Do you think that's like appetizers?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's Warren, and a Brennan team many feel is the best in the city. 7 o'clock Saturday night right here on KCWX-TV. This week's game and instant replays brought to you by Thomas J. Henry.
And we're back at Harlandale Memorial Stadium where the Buda Johnson Jaguars are leading the San Antonio McCollum Cowboys by a score of 41-7. Patrick Helen, the kicker, just had to run with the ball here as the snap went over the holder's head. The extra point was the first extra point, the first unsuccessful extra point of the evening for the Jaguars. Patrick Helen has been pretty good about kicking the ball out of the end zone, and man, I got to tell you, as a former special teams coach, you can't appreciate a kicker that kicks it out of the end zone like that enough. You're just never going to get a big play. It's always defense. I mean, you just can't beat that. So Patrick Helen doing a great job.
Yeah, and if I'm on the Jaguars, I'm pretty excited because he's only a junior, which means not only do we get him this season, we also get him next season.
As we were filling out the two deeps for this game, I did notice how many juniors there were on this team, and where the Cowboys are very much a senior-heavy team, and the Jaguars. They've got another. The window for this group is still wide open. You just glance. Several sophomores on the roster, and several juniors in key positions here. So, just exactly what you'd like to see. The pipeline, the pipeline being full and being able to reload. A 1-yard gain on the play for the Cowboys, 2nd and 9. And they've only been able to move the chains once in the third quarter. We're approaching the 3-minute mark, and they're going to do their best to keep the ball out of the Jaguars' hands. Shanta Heda, oh boy, he's good. He takes a chance there. Oh, he puts the ball on the ground. The Jaguars are going to. That was a high risk, low reward play for the Cowboys, but just trying to make something happen. You can't fault him for that. He's a leader and a quarterback and trying to make something happen where things aren't happening much. The short field again for the Jags. Looks like the officials are going to spot this one at about the 27-yard line. 3 times already this half that the Jags have enjoyed a short field. 2 turnovers in this quarter. Both fumbles. One a lateral pass that went backwards. And then this pitch from Shante Heather. Jesse Medina still quarterbacking, looking downfield on the play actions. Got a receiver. Unfortunately for the Jaguars, unfortunately for the Cowboys, very good coverage there. And that pass will land way beyond the receiver. So bring that one back.
And I think the biggest difference maker, right, and I've said it a couple times, coaches, and you see the Jaguars taking advantage of the Cowboys' miscues and some of the errors that have been happening, whereas, the Cowboys haven't been doing the same to the Jaguars.
That's right. You just in any game, you've just got to take advantage of your opportunities. Jesse Medina calls his own number, a quarterback draw untouched as the defense was looking to the fake handoff. He had everybody out of position, and Jesse Medina able to get himself into the end zone. A 22-yard gain for Jesse Medina. And again, I'm pretty sure that he's going to hold on to that leading rusher position for this squad. He is quite the dual threat quarterback. So 47-7 now, 2 minutes and 53 seconds left to play. Patrick Helen back in for another extra point. The extra point is good. That'll bring the score to 48-7 in favor of the Buda Johnson Jaguars. You're watching high school football presented by Martinez and Associates, personal injury attorneys. We'll be back after a word.
The On Par Golf Academy at Mission Del Lago was designed and developed to offer not only the highest quality golf instruction in San Antonio, but so much more. With its experienced staff and its TrackMan indoor and outdoor training facility, On Par Golf has the capability to meet all your golf improvement needs. From its junior golf programming to its entertainment and hosting services, OPG has got you covered. So if you're ready to take your golf game to the next level, come see us at On Par Golf.
And we're back at Harlandale Memorial Stadium, where the Buda Johnson Jaguars are leading the McCollum Cowboys by a score of 48-7. We're in the third quarter, 2 minutes and 53 seconds left to play. Patrick Helen, his toe has had a workout tonight, kicking extra points. He had a field goal attempt as well that went a little bit wide, but he's back to kick off, and he's been pretty good about getting him out of the end zone, holding us in suspense.
I mean, and I guess another question for you, Coach. I mean, you talked about being a special teams coach. Do you want him to boot it out of the end zone? Do you want him to try to place it closer to the first, between the 5-yard line, the end zone? I mean, what do you want him to do? I guess more frequently.
I think the easiest answer to that, Haley, is you want him to kick it out of bounds. It's also quite. It's also quite helpful to have a kicker that's got a repertoire of kicks. You like to go with that high kick sometimes to keep the returning team a little bit off balance. But the high kicks, the high lobs and the squibs and all those can be taught. That kick that goes out of the end zone, that's a hard one to teach. You either have a leg or you don't.
Yeah,
and it's nice to start from that baseline. Shante Heather back in the end zone. Flags are flying, maybe a holding there. He has a receiver across the middle, short distance, a 12-yard gain that probably will not hold. No pun intended. Holding it is against the Cowboys, a 10-yard penalty. So that's gonna go back from the line of scrimmage. That's a tough penalty there. Replay first down, so it'll be 1st and 20. An update from Shelton Field in Kyle, Texas. The Harlandale Indians holding on to the lead there. It's 6 minutes and 40 seconds in the third quarter. The Indians 21, the Lehman Lobos 14. That's a big game. The Indians won that game last year. It was the first game that they played all year long. The Harlandale did not have any non-district ball games, and their opening game of the season was the district opener. The Indians were successful last year, see if they can get to. Yeah.
Call it the 15 following the penalty.
So we're replaying first down, 1st and 20 after the holding call. Sean Tejeda in the shotgun will look downfield, protected well. He's got a receiver. Double covered, just a little bit out of reach. A great coverage by Michael Runkle. He was helped here on the outside, trying to get a number on him. It looks like 20. Well, we'll call it double coverage. We'll call it double coverage there. And the pass out of reach incomplete. So it was number 26 here. It was number 26, Josh Garcia, in on that double coverage. So now a 2nd down and 20. Another likely passing situation. We'll see if the Jaguars defense pins their ears back or holds back and covers a little better. 2 minutes and 18 seconds. The clock is stopped after that incomplete pass. And we're in the 3rd quarter. We got a timeout on the field. The Cowboys have called it. They're going to want to get out of this hole before they turn the ball over to the Jaguars. You're watching high school football, presented by Martinez & Associates, personal injury attorneys. We'll be back after a word.
Life has prepared me for this. The reason I'm a trial attorney is because I truly believe that's what I was meant to do. We do what we do because we've been given the God-given ability to do it. We have the ability to stand in front of a jury and help people out. I have my reasons, upbringing, things that have happened in life, things that have either turned you into a fighter or make you hate unjust causes. Those are the reasons that I'm a trial attorney.
We're back just in time for the snap there. Sean Tejeda, a screen pass to a running back out of the backfield. It looks like
Pass complete to Isaiah Leffler.
Isaiah Leffler, number 25, the senior. A short gain on the play. The Cowboys banking on the Jaguars bringing pressure. That time they held back a little bit, minimal pressure and stayed in coverage. So the Jaguars dialed up the right defense for that call. Third and 16 now from the 19-yard line. A big play for the Cowboys. Whoops! The right tackle moves before the snap. A 5-yard penalty. Move it back and increase the difficulty of the play. Instead of 3rd and 16, it'll be 3rd and 21. Sometimes in situations like this, you'll see a quick kick. I'm not sure if the Cowboys will pull that one out of the bag, but pretty hard to imagine this being converted. But cross your fingers here for the Cowboys. He's looking downfield. He's rushed. He's flushed out of the pocket to his left. He's trying to make up his mind here. The athlete extending the play. He looks downfield. He finds Isaiah Leffler in the middle. Oh boy, he's pushing to the first down marker. He might have made it. Oh, that was desire.
That was an amazing play by Tejeda there.
Sean Tejeda and Isaiah Leffler as well to come back and make himself available and then to push forward to the first down marker. Boy, talk about making a liar out of me. I said 3rd and 21 was going to be almost impossible to make. Well, it was almost impossible. They just barely made it. But the officials are conferring. I don't see a flag. Oh, maybe they're. I don't see a flag, but they're conferring. I don't know if they're deciding to measure this or not. And let's see what. Nope, a first down, the white hat tells us. So no measurement needed. Move the chains, and McCollum Cowboys get their second first down of the 3rd quarter. We're under a minute now. The Cowboys trailing 48-7, but they're not giving up. Good job, Shantaheda, boy. What an athlete. And again, a lot poise and athleticism, but you can't beat that in a quarterback. He was flushed out of the pocket. He's a right-hander running to his left and then came back around, beat a couple of defenders and got just enough on it to get the ball to Isaiah Leffler, and Isaiah Leffler got it about 3 yards shy, and that was desire to get the ball across the first down marker.
He probably ran 30 yards just in and out of the pocket to get that off.
That's right. Here he comes again. This time, very dangerously extending his arm there, holding onto the ball with one hand as the Jaguars really swarmed to him. But another positive play, a 3-yard gain, 20 seconds and counting. I don't know if the Cowboys are going to get another snap off here in the third quarter. Looks like they're going to let this one run out. We're going to end the third quarter with the Buda Johnson Jaguars leading the McCollum Cowboys 48-7. We're going to go, when we come back, we'll be on the other side of the third quarter and into the fourth. You're watching high school football presented by Martinez & Associates, personal injury attorneys. We're back at Harlandale Memorial Stadium for the fourth quarter of this district opener, 12-5A district opener between the McCollum Cowboys and the Buda Johnson Jaguars. The McCollum Cowboys and the Harlandale Indians actually playing in Region 3, not Region 4, as we're accustomed to playing in districts that are a part of Region 4. It's a lot of Austin schools and the 35 corridor north of New Braunfels. Buda Johnson and Kyle Lehman, New Braunfels Canyon, and teams that you don't normally see on the Cowboys or the Indians schedules. But the UIL always good for a surprise or two on realignment day. Shantaheda, quick handoff. The Cowboys go back up. Again, a lot of desire there. Again, the Cowboys continuing to push. This group of seniors for the Cowboys have really struggled. Sophomores and juniors, of course. Who hasn't during a pandemic?
Yeah.
They've certainly had to deal with that, like we all have. But not many games have they rode home on a happy bus. But these seniors have hung together and they've kept their focus and they've kept their aim on this senior year. And this is a setback for them, 48-7 to Buda Johnson, but I don't see any quit. Isaiah Leffler gets the handoff again just off the right side of the line, an 8-yard gain on the play.
And I mean, no matter what the outcome is of this game, the Cowboys are going to be heading to Dripping Springs next weekend to play Dripping Springs. Bobby says he wishes he could make that game for some good grub down there.
I understand they've got a restaurant or two. Do they barbecue in Dripping Springs? Yeah, a little bit, huh? A second and 3 as the Cowboys break the huddle in Jaguar territory. The first time they've been in Jaguar territory in the second half. Shantaheda drops back. He checks off to the receipt to the running back coming out of the backfield, and another positive play for the Cowboys. It'll be a 3rd and short at just about the Jaguar 45-yard line.
Yeah, and if you're a Cowboys fan, you're wishing you could have seen a little bit more of this in that third quarter. I feel like that's kind of really where the momentum died. It's slowly picking back up right now, but you wish you could have seen a little bit more of this coming out the gate at halftime.
A rule of thumb for when you're coaching on the offensive side of the ball, you want all of your possessions to end in a kick. A punt or an extra point or a field goal. That's one of your goals. You want Shantaheda, a nice quarterback sneak will move the chains once again deeper into Johnson territory. But, that's just a truism. One of the things that you mark off. How many of your possessions, how many of your drives did you end on a kick? And the Cowboys in the third quarter violated that rule a couple of times with those fumbles deep in their own territory, and really, gifted about 14 points there to the Jaguars. The Jaguars, to their credit, not squandering an opportunity, taking advantage of those situations and capitalizing when the Cowboys make mistakes like that. First and 10. It's the ninth play of the drive, and it's the longest of the night for the Cowboys. Another positive play as they go between tackles for this one, the 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. Matt Castillo, who is a two-way starter, an Ironman, if you will, for the McCollum Cowboys, a standout on both sides of the ball.
We have about to hit the 9-minute mark, so 9 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. And as Coach said, we have a 2nd and 7 on the Jaguars 41.
Ooh, a quick slant from Sean Tejeda, a quick pass. Oh, unable to hold on to the ball. That was thrown in a lot of traffic, but it was a BB, and it was right on target. But that was number 11, Alejandro Sandoval, who wasn't able to hold on to the ball, but for good reason. He had about 4 defenders coming in on him hard, and that pass ultimately was incomplete. 3rd and 7 now, the first non-negative play, I believe, of this drive for the Cowboys. I would expect this in Jaguar territory to be 4-down territory for the Cowboys. Not sure what the sideline is thinking there, but could be. Sean Tejeda in a shotgun situation. He rolls to his left. He's a right-hander, so that's difficult. Looking down, he's got a receiver. Oh my gosh! He finds Ruben Pacheco, who's been good for him tonight, and Ruben. Oh boy, he just on the railroad tracks. He couldn't stay in bounds. What a beautiful pass and a nice catch by Ruben Pacheco, just unable to stay in bounds. They're in the red zone inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal now for the Cowboys, hoping to put another score on the board before this game is called. 8 minutes and 38 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. The Cowboys in the red zone inside the 10-yard line, 1st and goal. A little too long in the huddle. The huddle clock winds down, so the Cowboys not able to regroup after that big play, and we'll have to sacrifice 5 yards. A 37-yard pass and catch for the Cowboys. Sean Tejeda to Ruben Pacheco, and they've connected on a few passes tonight. I'm expecting that they'll connect on a few more as the season progresses. Don't be surprised to see Sean Tejeda look for a Ruben again on one of these plays. This time it's going to be a keeper pitch option. Defended well by the Jaguars as Sean turns it back the other way. And just the way you draw it up on the board, Sean Tejeda improvises actually and brings the ball in the opposite direction and finds something where it didn't look like there was going to be anything early in that play.
Tejeda, he looks like he's like kind of leveled up. Like he's has a little bit more speed. He's being a little bit more aggressive than he was in the first half. To me, Coach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and again, it's been a pleasure to watch him develop over the years. Again, we got to enjoy him as a sophomore as he shared snaps with the starting quarterback at the time. So he's well prepared, and I think that this team looks to him for a lot of leadership. 2nd and goal, 5-yard line, shotgun, got a whistle as the clock was running down. Coaches look over and say, nope, not another one. We're going to call timeout here. So we've got a timeout on the field. The Cowboys with 2nd and goal, looking to score. You're watching high school football from Harlandale Memorial Stadium. It's presented by Martinez and Associates, personal injury attorneys.
Playing with rockets is great when you're a kid. But when it's time to get a mortgage, you quickly realize that a Rocket is complicated and expensive. It's best to work with an independent mortgage broker instead. They're dedicated to getting you a home loan faster and more affordably. And they're more than just mortgage experts. They live right in your own neighborhood, so you don't have to go it alone. For mortgages that are faster, easier, and more affordable, find a local independent mortgage broker near you.
We're back at Harlandale Memorial Stadium. A 2nd and goal for the Cowboys as they're looking to tack another score on the board. Shantahela puts a man in motion, hands the ball off, and right up the middle. Again, the Cowboys really testing the middle of that Johnson Jaguar defense, and they had some success with it tonight. Not much in the third quarter as the Jaguar defense did step up in that quarter and really stifled the Cowboys, but once again, they've gone to the well and gotten some nice yards out of that. 3rd and goal at the 1-yard line for the Cowboys. 14th play of the drive, longest drive for the Cowboys tonight. Probably one of the longest drives that they've had all year long. Underneath the center, Shantahela is double tight end set, quarterback sneak. It's a surge, mano a mano. It's a scrum. The officials are going to have to see what happened there at the bottom of the pile. It's a touchdown. Shantahela, quarterback sneak. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, McCollum.
Shantahela sneaked in from a yard away. Extra points for Kareem Rocha Luna.
And Kareem Rocha Luna kicks the extra point for the Cowboys to make the score 48-14. The Cowboys are celebrating their second score of the night. A 15-play drive for the Cowboys. Went 4 minutes, took 4 minutes off the clock. A 1-yard run to score, and Kareem Luna adds the point after the touchdown to make it 48-14. We're under the 7-minute mark here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium. The Cowboys will now kick off to the Johnson Jaguars. We're going to leave it right here, an update. Again, I know those of you who are listening in would interested in other district ball games. We've got the Indians have scored again. They're at the 6-minute mark of the fourth quarter. The Indians leading the Lehman Lobos now 27-14. A 13-point lead for Harlandale up there in Kyle, Texas, with 6 minutes and 43 seconds left to go.
And we talked about it throughout the game, Coach. But we said it. The Johnson Jaguars average 60+ points a game, only give up 7. We're still below that threshold, and the Cowboys have put up more points than others have. So, you're feeling a little bit encouraged despite the score.
The kick goes out of bounds and the flags will fly. That'll looks like the Jaguars will take that penalty and take the ball and not make the Cowboys kick again. Exactly right, Haley. The score doesn't indicate the battle that the Cowboys have put forth here today. Really those 2 turnovers in the third quarter were big.
Yeah.
You can subtract 14 points from the score there, and what coulda, shoulda, woulda. But that aside, if I'm coaching the Cowboys tonight, I'm not entirely disappointed. I think the Cowboys came up here and really fought, and this is a tough district. 12-5A is a very tough district, but that 4th spot is not unattainable.
Yeah.
And you talk about a statement game. The Jaguars looking to to make a statement with the victory here. A pass downfield. Speaking of statements, oh my gosh, we got he's downfield. He's at the 20. He's going to be run out of bounds. Oh, a long gain. A 50-yard gain for the Jaguars is going to put them right back in the red zone. And you talk about statements, but the Cowboys in their own way have made a statement for themselves too. They're not pushovers. and you show up on a football field with them, they're going to fight you. And again, you can't be terribly happy about taking a loss, riding that the sad bus home. But I think the Cowboys have a lot to point to be proud of.
Yeah.
Jesse Medina still in the ball game, hands the ball wide on a sweep here, and a little. Oh my, that's Jonathan Longoria. That's another thing that the Cowboys have done is they have hit hard. That defense has stepped up, and I'm telling you, there have been some real shots. There'll be some running backs and ball carriers that'll be watching this film and watching McCollum, in the weeks leading up to them, and they're going to know these guys are going to hit you.
You know what I mean? You talk about really strong performances by the Cowboy defense. Medina just this game, so who's playing QB for the Jaguars, has thrown for over 300 yards this game. So there's a lot of really strong performances in this game, but that's a ton. That's a lot of yardage.
That's
Coach.
A lot of yards, and guess what class he's in, Haley?
What?
He's a junior. He's a junior.
Wow.
He'll be back.
And 21 for 28 too. I mean, that's
amazing. That's
amazing.
A night. That's a night.
It's we have 3rd and 15 with 5:50 here left in the fourth quarter tonight.
Still in the ball game. Jesse Medina, the starting quarterback, is going to roll to his left, look back to his right for a screen, and unable to hold on to the ball. That's number 22, Devin Blackwell. So that looked like that play could have turned into something, but not going to happen if you can't connect. So 4th and 14 now for the Jaguars. Will set up a field goal attempt, and Patrick Helen back out to attempt a field goal, a 34-yard field goal attempt from the right hash mark. He missed his first attempt. That was a 49-yard attempt. Here's a 39-yard attempt, and that one's long enough, as was the first one. That was long enough and accurate enough. That gets through the upright. So Patrick Helen getting congratulations. The Jaguars getting into the 50s. 51-14 is the score here from Harlandale Memorial Stadium. You're watching high school football presented by Martinez and Associates, personal injury attorneys.
Gotta be somewhere. Remotus Apirus.
Jake from State Farm, did that just happen?
Yeah, man. Wow. That plot twist was unexpected, but you can't expect State Farm to be there for life surprises. It's called service.
I mean, whoa. There's a button for apps. Do you think that's like appetizers?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Just converted on a 39-yard field goal attempt, and that one could have gone 49 yards. That went pretty deep beyond the goal line. He's teeing up the ball for the kickoff as the Cowboys await it. They haven't had much opportunity to return kickoffs tonight, but this one, as Haley, as you mentioned, here he goes, high left, and looking to make something happen here. He rolled the dice. That one comes out to the 37-yard line, and again to the point. To the point. If he kicked out of bounds, that one would be at the 25. We've got an injury on the field. We're going to take a timeout while it is addressed. Well, he's up, and that's Isaiah Leffler. He's up and running to the sideline, so we're going to stay here. That's not going to take any time at all.
We're slowly inching towards the end of the game. Got 5 minutes, 28 seconds left.
This game is this game has been probably a little longer than most with all of the penalties. I think we had a 48-minute first quarter. If you're wondering why this game that kicked off at 7 is still going on, that first quarter was 48 minutes. So the Cowboys here in a pistol formation. Shanta Heda sends a running back in motion. He's going to hand that ball off to number 1, Jonathan Longoria. Jonathan Longoria is a tough runner. Well, you're not going to bring him down by the jersey, and he 10-yard gain on the play. Just like that, a first down for the Cowboys. Isaiah Leffler back in the game. Took a little owie on the kickoff, but none the worse for wear. And he'll be back in the backfield for the Cowboys. The clock is stopped as Longoria was run out of bounds at the 5-minute, 20-second mark. First and 10 for the Cowboys from their own 47-yard line. The Cowboys inclined to use the tight end. They send another running back to the tight end side to overload the offensive line. The handoff goes to Isaiah Leffler up the middle and a 5-yard gain on the play.
And the Cowboys have seen such mixed kind of success, I think, with running the ball up the middle. It wasn't working. Then we saw it work pretty decently. Then it fell off again, and
here we go.
Here we go, like for the fourth wave, I guess.
Well, the Cowboys happy to take that fourth wave of success as this quarter. They really have done a good job of moving the chains and keeping the Jaguar defense on their heels.
4 minutes 40 seconds left in the game.
Flags fly. The play is allowed to go. You would guess that that's offsides against the defense. And it is encroachment or offsides against the defense. 5-yard penalty, and we'll see how close Leffler's gain was to 5 yards and see if it reaches the first down marker here. It'll be awfully close. 3, 4, and 5. He steps it off. Move the chains. First down. McCollum.
And Coach, you were talking earlier about how this game might be lasting a little longer than our average game. In the first 5 minutes of the first quarter, we had 8 penalties.
Oh my gosh!
Combined for both teams, but you can imagine the first 5 minutes you got 8 penalties. I mean, that's
going to extend the game a little bit.
Yeah, the first quarter lasted 48 minutes.
48 real minutes.
Like real time. Real time.
Like on a stopwatch. Shout to Heather, gets no pressure at all, throws it into the defense. Oh boy, I'm not sure what he thought he saw there, but puts that lucky to not have that one intercepted, and he fortunate he'll get to try again. 2nd and 10. As we try to keep you up to with the other game that's going on tonight. 33-14 now is the Indians lead in Kyle, Texas. Under 5 minutes to play over there. So it looks like the Harlandale Indians looks like they're going to open up district play with a win against the Lehman Lobos. 2nd and 10 here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium as the Cowboys trail 51-14 to Buda Johnson. They put the ball on the ground. Isaiah Leffler scoops it, unable to hold on to it. Looks like another turnover as the Johnson Jaguar defense is celebrating. They don't even wait for the call. Number 33 comes up with it, Josh Gentry. So the third turnover for the Cowboys here in the second half, and I'm not sure that the Jaguars are ready yet to tap on the brakes. Well, that'll be it now for Jesse Medina. 300 yards passing for him tonight. He's the reliever is getting called in. Number 11, Aiden Rodriguez, who has played wide receiver throughout most of this game, is the second-team quarterback for the Jaguars. And we'll see what plays in the playbook are available to him. He's going to hand that. He's going to hand that one off to Jayante Selman. And the Cowboys catch up to Jayante after a 6-yard gain.
Coach, looks like we got a good amount of viewers tonight watching with us live from both Cowboys fans and Jaguar fans combined.
We're happy to hear that. So
we got some nice chatter going on the live chat.
Very good.
Some back and forth chatter. So things are looking good.
Lively?
Yeah, things are looking lively. We have some. It looks like we have some family watching, maybe from out of town or out of state. We got some Go Cowboys. We got some Go Indians. We got some Go Jags. So we got fans tuning in from
we got
everywhere.
a big play we got a big play for our watchers to enjoy. The handoff goes to that's number 11, Aiden Rodriguez on a keeper, and so another big play for our viewers to enjoy. This game has been full of them, and we really appreciate y'all coming on and enjoying this Friday night with us. Steve Hoffman, the head coach for the Jaguars, tweeted today, and he mentioned that this was going to be on. That we were going to be streaming this, so we really appreciate the Buda Johnson Jaguar fan base to joining us tonight. The handoff goes up the middle now. Goes to number 6.
Touchdown.
Number 6 is Timmy Boyd. Timmy Boyd, good for a touchdown.
From 3 yards out.
So more reason to celebrate from the Buda crowd of our watchers. They've put on quite the show here tonight. Patrick Helen back on the field to kick another extra point.
Big night from Timmy. That's his second touchdown of the night, Coach.
Big night for Timmy. Big night for a few of these Jaguars. Patrick Helen, balls on the tee. It goes up. So do the arms of the officials as that one goes right through the uprights, and the score now 58-14. You're watching high school football from Harlandale Memorial Stadium. It's presented by Martinez and Associates, personal injury attorneys.
Patrick Helen.
High school football on KCWX TV. This week's game and instant Henry.
And we're back for the final 3 minutes and 11 seconds of football here from Harlandale Memorial Stadium. The Buda Johnson Jaguars leading the San Antonio McCollum Cowboys 58-14. Timmy Boyd getting the ball in the end zone for the last score. Patrick Helen getting it through the uprights for the extra point. Last time Helen was out here, he went high left, and we'll see if they're going to try that one again. Yes, a little bit showing his repertoire of kicks off here tonight. A quick tackle after the grab to the 29-yard line, so the Cowboys will take possession out. Well, this is, again, we remind you, this is RC Audio Sports that is bringing this game to you, video stream. RC Audio Sports. We have, you can also find us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Join us. And we've got a final from Kyle Lehman from Shelton Field in Kyle, Texas. It's Harlandale 33, Lehman 14. The Indians open up with a district win, and the Indians will go 4-0 with the victory. That's the first time the Harlandale Indians open up 4-0 since 2012, and before that, 2001. The first time Harlandale has done this in the Coach Torres era. Coach Torres has gotten the Indians to 3-0 twice. But this is the first time he's gotten them to 4-0. So congratulations to the Indians. Isaiah Leffler says, let's not talk about the Indians here. This is a Cowboy game right up the middle. A big gain here for him. A 17-yard gain for Isaiah Leffler, who's run the ball for the Cowboys since he was a sophomore.
Good run by Leffler. He's had multiple, good runs throughout the game. So, like we've talked about, Coach, you can't help but be excited about some of the spurts of, the spurts of energy, some of the solid execution that we've seen a couple of times from both the Cowboys offense and the Cowboys defense throughout this game.
Well, the one thing that stands out to me for the McCollum side, Haley, is the fight that the kids have shown tonight. There's no quit in this group, and again, this group has really been tested by some fire. They have had a couple of very challenging seasons. And yet you look at their roster, Haley, and it's just amazing to me that it's so heavy, so heavily senior. These are groups that have stuck with it and have really aimed to their senior year and said, "Hey, we're going to do this together. We're going to go out together. We're going to go out together, with pride." And I mean, again, the game will be a loss for them on the record, but there is plenty of statement here. For the McCollum Cowboys, and they've put up a heck of a fight. Of course, the Buda Johnson Jaguars have also shown just how talented they are. We knew that coming in, 180 points they scored in 3 ball games, and we knew that they had an offense that was quite potent, and they've shown it again tonight in this game against McCollum. So. A lot of positives. One team always rides home on the happy bus and one doesn't. But a lot of positives for both groups, and again, just really an admirable effort by the McCollum Cowboys tonight, and fighting all the way through this, as they have, as seniors, as they have fought through their careers.
Yeah, absolutely, and. Looks like we only have a couple of snaps left in this one. A minute and 10 seconds that we're at now. Slowly ticking out with capping it off probably with a 4-yard gain.
A 4-yard gain there. Jonathan Longoria gets a handoff, and I like his burst as well. He's had some nice plays. Jonathan Longoria has had some real nice plays. He lets the blocks happen ahead of him. And offensive linemen really like that. Longoria, one of the few juniors that has found the starting lineup here for the Cowboys in the 2021 season.
And I think, Coach, we'd be silly to not give props to the Jaguars as well.
Absolutely.
I mean, the game started off like we talked about earlier, with 8 penalties in 5 minutes. Coach Hoffman for the Jaguars wasn't too pleased. We even saw at one point in the first quarter their entire team all come together during one of the 2 timeouts that they burned in that first quarter, and obviously kind of get refocused and re-energized. And to me, really, ever since after that 6-minute, 7-minute mark in the first quarter, they've really turned on the gas. And so you got to give them props for refocusing after kind of a weird start and putting the pedal to the metal and doing what we've seen them do in the previous 3 games, Coach. Coach
Hoffman, as you said, in that timeout, he brought his whole bench together, and he brought them in the huddle. And he says, we're going to, whatever it was, whatever words he used, the message was that we're going to refocus here, and this is just not this was not meeting his expectations, and the Jaguars answered the call.
Yeah.
But kudos and credit to the coaching staff and Coach Hoffman for, setting expectations where he has them and letting his team know early on this is not going to happen. We're not going to play the whole game as we have started here. So we've seen some really good football tonight.
Yep. And we're in our last 5 seconds, so we should see this last play of the game.
It'll be John Ramos that'll take the final handoff from Sean Tejeda. That'll be the last play of the ball game. The Buda Johnson Jaguars will go home victors tonight, winning this game 58-14 over the McCollum Cowboys at Harlandale Memorial Stadium. We will be back after a word. You're watching high school football. It's presented by Martinez and Associates, personal injury attorneys.
It's Warren, and a Brennan team many feel is the best in the city. 7 o'clock Saturday night right here on KCWX TV. This week's game and instant replays brought to you by Thomas J. Henry.
The life has prepared me for this. The reason I'm a trial attorney is because I truly believe that's what I was meant to do. We do what we do because we've been given the God-given ability to do it. We have the ability to stand in front of a jury and help people out. I have my reasons, upbringing, things that have happened in life, things that have either turned you into a fighter or make you hate unjust causes. Those are the reasons that I am a trial attorney.
The perfect match. It's what so many of us are looking for. When it comes to getting a mortgage, how can you find the one that's perfect for you? Start with your local independent mortgage broker. Because the only way to get a mortgage that's cheaper, faster, and easier is to talk to us first. Find your perfect mortgage match. Call us today.
Gotta be somewhere. Remotus Apirus.
Jake from State Farm, did that just happen?
Wow, that plot twist was unexpected, but you can't expect State Farm to be there for life surprises. It's called service.
I mean, whoa. There's a button for apps. Do you think that's like appetizers?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And we're back at Harlandale Memorial Stadium where the Buda Johnson Jaguars have defeated the McCollum Cowboys by a score of 58-14. We've got one order of business left here before we sign off, and that is to announce the player of the game. If you were watching the whole game, there's very little doubt, probably not much drama to this. Haley, let us know.
Yeah, so it's, wasn't too close this game. There was really one player that stood out a lot to us, and that's quarterback for the Johnson Jaguars, Jesse Medina Jr. So Medina put up some crazy numbers tonight. Went 21 for 29, threw 320 yards in the air, ran for 64 yards himself, and was able to rack up 3 passing touchdowns and two touchdowns on the ground. So congratulations to Jesse and to the Johnson Jaguars on the big statement win to really get us kicked off for the season tonight.
So the Buda Johnson Jaguars, the victors tonight, and quarterback Jesse Medina is the player of the game. Again, we hope you've enjoyed watching this presentation as much as we have enjoyed bringing it to you. That's RC Audio Sports is who we are. Haley Wilson, I'm Robert Villafranca. Bobby Mendez moved to the producer booth, and Joy Mejia was our statistician, and Cesar Mendez was our camera crew. Thank you, Cesar. You do a heck of a job, and we hope you enjoyed the presentation as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. And join us next time. We'll have every Memorial Stadium home game for you this year.
Absolutely.
For everybody here in the Max Cons Jr. Memorial Press Box, we wish you a good night.